Man, cut the check. Venomous Smoke Podcast. Give us our 5%. Welcome to the Venomous Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Mo Young, man, kicking it to you live. You know what time it is. It's Red Cup time. So we're going to get live on this Thursday. Man, we got a good show for y'all today. But before we get started, we're going to bring in the team, of course. We got the nefarious one. He's always in Facebook jail. He is, man. Izzy, man. How's it going?
20 days to go, and I want to say we at the Venomous Smoke Podcast are a credible source.
Credible. Yeah,
Credible.
Credible. we also, we can't just be us being all masculine on it. We got to bring some feminine energy on here. We got LaLa. Hopefully she got another great take like last week. Who can forget about the pierced nipples? But let's bring her in. LaLa and her pierced nipples. What's going?
Ooh. I like the hair.
It's the same hair, it's just lighting.
No, man, you had everybody in tears last week.
Y'all had me in tears with Vince McMahon, fireworks and ass.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. They had more fireworks and ass.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Daryl?
Yeah, you finally on time.
You on time. Yes.
What's up, Vic?
Hey, Vic, thanks for buying the merch. You see Vic got the Hitler shirt on in his pic.
Merch.
What's up, Daryl? Again. He said, we gonna get to that probably.
Yes.
Yo, Anthony, thank you. He joined us on Friday, so we're gonna do this.
What's up, Anthony? Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. But we're gonna let LaLa. We got a special guest today. It's not all. We took a week off for having special guests. I think LaLa took a break because she went to New York, but she's back on the trail with more indie wrestlers for y'all because we support indie wrestling here.
Support indie wrestling.
Support indie wrestling.
So it is when LaLa brings somebody on, she has to do the intro.
What? Okay, y'all. All right. So if y'all guys remembered, I brung in my boy in Murder One.
Uncle Murder.
Then I got somebody else from the hierarchy. I would say man's right-hand man with a mean-ass lariat, according to his videos. And man's is everywhere, just like me. I'll give you guys Adrian Armour. Okay.
The Pierce Nipples Committee.
What the
fuck? Adrian Armour. Let's go.
We approve this message.
I know I approve it. I approve it for damn sure.
Yes.
I give it the governor's stamp.
I triple that motion.
Yes. See, I had to put on my chain. I knew you were gonna rock your chain, so I had to go ahead get the links out. This is usually just for Wednesdays, but we got the links out.
He did his homework. He watched the podcast.
He did it. The man did his research.
Glasses of the chain. That's a Mo Young staple, man.
Matter of fact,
I used to have a big old one. Boy, I said I found the gold one for Scott Hall. I've been wearing it ever since Scott Hall passed, man.
Hey, man. Shout out. That's the homie right there. That's the homie.
It.
How's
Brooklyn.
How's everybody doing? Brooklyn, everybody calm down, all right? There's a lot of New York energy, okay? I'm a Southern guy, okay?
Hey,
it's
calm it down a
okay,
little
Fred.
bit.
Well, most of them is from New Orleans, so you good.
Yeah. I'm from
You're
the South.
not outnumbered. It's okay.
Okay,
It is
New Orleans.
okay.
Shout out New Orleans.
I
That's
would
probably
say
the only
like
time
this:
you'll
we don't
ever
say
hear me
New
say that.
Orleans up here, LaLa. We say New Orleans.
New
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
You
I lived in Louisiana for a little bit, so like I got you. I wish I was there while I was like of age. Then I would have really been able to enjoy
man.
Oh,
What that mean? That mean I've been partying since 15. They didn't care then.
They said, where you from? Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I'm just saying I was saying Pierce nipple since 15, so we was good.
See, way to circle back. That's storytelling right there. You're good at it. You're good at it.
First of
long-term storytelling here.
First of all, I like his Michael Jackson bad poster in back of him.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
That's
I'm about to show you a step better.
Okay,
that's fire.
that's what I'm talking about.
This is a sign.
Oh shit, it's his album.
It's an album.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to say it looked like the album. I'm like, man.
Yeah. We out here. We getting the vinyl wall put together. We still got some more to do, but that's the coup de grace right there. That's
some good shit.
Hey, bro, we don't say New Orleans either. Look, Jay, we don't say New Orleans either, man. It's New Orleans. New, you got to say New, then Orleans.
That's like when people say Hot Atlanta. It's like, okay,
we don't say
We
that.
ain't said Hot Atlanta since what? 02. Like, relax.
but Adrian, the people won't know, man, how you got started in wrestling, man. Like,
the
what
OG
got you
question,
started?
huh?
Dun, dun, dun.
So how did I start watching, or how did I get involved in the business?
Well, this first how you started, what made you interested in wrestling? Basically, put it that way.
Believe it or not, it was my older sister. My older sister was a huge wrestling fan. I was more into football because my uncle played for the Chiefs, so I've been watching football since Jump Street.
Oh shit!
Shout out to the Chiefs.
You already know. Shout out to we got the Son Lynn Dawson Hall of Fame. Yeah, we out here.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to bring the jerseys out. But yeah, so I started watching football young. My older sister was a big basketball and wrestling person. She had a Rock poster, she had a Stone Cold poster. She had all that in her room. And there was literally one night I walked into a room which was like the forbidden sanctuary anyways. But I just walked in there because I was a badass little kid. And she was watching wrestling, and I just happened to stumble across when Rock was cutting a promo on Big Show, and I was hooked. I was like, hold up.
I think I remember that promo.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. What is this? this dude talking shit right now.
Well,
big slow.
As it went on, I was like, yo, I think I'm hooked. How often does this come on? She was like, it come on every week. And I was like, when does it go off? And she was like, it doesn't. And I was like, this is the greatest programming on the planet. I ain't got to wait for no season finales, no off season, no nothing like that.
Unless you was watching Lucha Underground, then that's the story.
Man, bring it, man. Don't talk about Lucha Underground.
We don't talk about that.
I got a lot of friends that worked at Lucha, and they enjoyed
that. That was my shit.
It was. It was.
I'm just happy that Penta Dark is back. That's all I care about.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to talk about that.
I was pretty mad that I had to go to work and miss fucking AEW down here. Because I'd have went crazy when he tried to break CM Punk's arm.
I was waiting too, but it didn't happen.
I went crazy in there. Hell yeah. I'd have been in there. Y'all heard me on the TV. Break that bitch.
I would have been like, whoa, sir, relax, okay?
I hated the end result of that match.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna get to it. But how did you who first trained you? Who when you knew you was about to be a wrestler, who trained you?
It all happened by accident. And it's the craziest thing. I happened to have a day off work. I happened to get a message saying, hey, yo, there's a double steel cage match that's happening right by where you live. I was like, what are you talking about? And so I just decided to go to the show. And it ended up being Platinum Championship Wrestling, PCW, that's in Porterdale, Georgia, as still right now. Went to the show, and I was maybe 190 pounds, maybe, sitting in like second row, just shooting the shit, enjoying the show. And one of the dudes was pointing at me, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you way too big to be just sitting in the crowd like watching us." And then after he said that, I looked at the rest of the roster for the show, and I was like, you know, you're probably right. I'm like the biggest person in this entire thing right now, outside of like 2 wrestlers. So they pulled me aside at the end of the show, and they're like, "Yo, you know, we would love if you're interested, if you're actually a fan, or if you just happen to stumble by, like we would love to get you in because we're running a school here." I was like, "Okay, cool, bet." So I showed up for the first training session, and PYT Fred Avery from the WCW days was the head trainer. And he also trained Glacier and a few other people. So I got into the ring, and of course his first training session was like, we're going to break anybody that doesn't have the heart for this. So it was all running ropes. It was all Hindu squats. It was all half jacks to get into the ring, more running ropes, bumping, learning how to bump, and then just bumping and running and bumping and running.
Damn.
It was like me. It was me. Aja Smith, who you guys now know as a WWE referee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 2 other people. It was Aja's sister and 1 other person. We were the only ones that made it through out about like 10 to 12 people.
Wow.
And we just went to work 3 days a week. Every week we trained. And then once Fred thought that we were ready to roll, he really cut our teeth and took us to one of his home promotions in Florida. And it was like their Mania show. So our first like live show, we wrestled in front of about 5,000 people. And
God damn.
Yeah, and I was like, well, if this wasn't a way to damn cut all of it real quick, and to find out, the guy that I wrestled didn't speak English. So not only was it my first match out of training, it was my first out-of-state match. It was my first match with real people, let alone 5,000 people. I had to work a match with a guy that only spoke Spanish.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
Diablo.
And I turned to Fred and I was like, so question. You've taught me a lot of things so far. We've also only been training for about 4 to 6 months. What do I do if the person I'm wrestling does not speak English? And he said this. I already knew he didn't, but I knew you could handle it. And right then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to figure it out, because if he thinks I got it already, then I need to go out, especially him taking us to his home promotion in Florida. Like I was like, I got to step up. And we went out there and did the thing. And that was the first time I took like he did like a fucking, some wild tornado DDT off the top. And that was like my first time taking it too. And I was like, fuck it, we're just going to go. And then afterwards, like he told one of his friends who came back and told me, he was like, you're probably the best bass and best worker that he's worked in a long time. And I was like, this was my first public match, so here we are.
Right. Corey wants to know, who do you know from Lucha Underground?
Oh, he trying to be nosy.
Yeah,
Spill the tea, friend.
Yeah,
Spill the tea.
I mean, I know a lot of people that worked at a lot of places, so.
Don't spill the red cup.
So I know Trevor, aka Ricochet. Which
wait, his name is Trevor?
Yes,
that's the shoot name.
Oh,
I guess I'm breaking down every wall. My bad.
Richard O'Shea.
My bad, Trevor. Of course, Evilise. I mean, she's been at several AWE shows. We've also worked other mutual shows together. Who else do I know from that roster?
You gotta know who's Son of Havoc.
Do I? No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Fox, of course.
Dante Fox.
Joey Ryan. Swerve.
Swerve.
Okay.
Of course.
Kill shot. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Kill shot. There you go. Somebody's got
you rounded off a good list. Yeah, got to tell everybody you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a whole list. Like, hold on.
Well, that's the people that I've had more than just like shake hands and bye kind of conversations.
All right. Jay want to know your wrestling style.
I beat the fuck out of people.
He
Man,
sure
there's gotta be a
does. Because
theme.
I see, listen,
You gotta
I see
understand.
his,
There's
I
gotta
see
be a
his
theme.
work.
Wait, hold up, LaLa.
I see
LaLa.
his work. Huh?
LaLa. First off, that's the theme of damn near everybody you bring on here. I just beat the hell out of everybody.
I guess I know people who beat the fuck out of people. I'm sorry.
Man, look, that's the same thing Murder said, bro. Murder said,
Man,
"What's your
shit, he's stealing my whole
Beat the fuck
fucking
out of people.
flow.
That's what he said last time.
I knew I should have
That's
came
what
on here
he
before
said
him.
the same exact answer. He was
I
like,
beat
"Man,
them.
I just beat the fuck out of people."
Okay, so I'll tell you why my style transitioned to that, because before I was like the clean cut baby face, super athletic, a little grapple here, but more of your throwback moves, your arm drags, your hip tosses, your Russian leg sweeps. Like I was that guy. I was the absolute of athleticism and like all that kind of stuff. And then that got real cookie cutter and boring for me. I knew that there was so much more of my athletic ability. There was so much of my personality that I know I could show versus just being almost, it was like my Rocky Maivia stage. That's literally what that was for me. And then once I started to dive in who I was, and then of course running into Murder and starting to work with Murder on the road, that started to change a lot for me. And I was like, I did MMA before this. I was in karate and mixed martial arts for 12 to 13 years. Like there's so much of me that I can do than doing a really pretty arm drag and a cartwheel afterwards, you know? So then I was just like, I'm tired. I'm just going to start hitting people.
Yeah, well, Jay, I think he just answered that one. He was both.
Hold
Well, he was one.
Go ahead.
Now he's the other.
You look like you've been waiting on something.
Your ass was a face?
For the longest time.
No, when I met you, you was a heel, sir.
Okay, so
sorry, I didn't mean to point like that as an automatic.
Well, you good.
I'm like, when I met you. Not in person, but in the ring. And
when I first broke in, I actually was both.
Oh, okay.
So for PCW, I started refereeing before I did matches for them. And I was a babyface referee. A lot of people don't realize that referees can also be heel or face depending on
we know.
Yeah, if Nick that company actually decides.
Nick Patrick.
Alfonso.
Facts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was the cleanest got babyface referee, and the reason why they decided to push me to that is because I did live 10 minutes away from the venue. So a lot of the people that were starting to come from the show, I was drawing because I was now involved in it. So I was a referee, and then I would go after my match, dress in all black mask, black long sleeves, black all that. And I was part of a heel group called the Black Chair Brigade. And we would come up and beat up all the baby faces in like the main event with chairs and just bullshit. For some reason, no one realized that the same body type was out at the same night within 30 to 45 minutes, but whatever. So I stepped away from refereeing, got to debut as a babyface wrestler, but I was still doing the black mask gimmick. So then they ended up putting me together with Chip Day and Siler Cross and Jeff G. Bailey. And I did the black chair gimmick, took off the mask. They were like, oh, it's the hometown hero. What the fuck? So from Jump Street, I've always been right on the line. And then I had a little babyface run at a couple other promotions, but everyone started seeing my mic stuff while I was a heel. And they're like, we literally cannot book him any other way but booking him as a heel. And I was like, I mean, you can try, but people don't like me at other places. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm a nice guy most of the time.
Like I tell LaLa, nobody wants to be a face. Being a face is boring.
I love being a face.
Being a face is boring.
No,
it's better reaction.
No. Do you know how easy it is to get a pop when you're a hot baby face? I can go into the ring, hit my pose, one punch, big pop, easy.
Hot.
But they
gotta go in and basically.
You know how fickle fans.
We're not going through this, y'all. We are not.
You know how fickle fans, though. You just go ahead on and just. I'm just saying it's easier to punch somebody in the face and get a good reaction. Like, damn, we didn't punch him in the face.
Wrestling fans now are so desensitized that as a heel, I basically got to go and spit on your mom to get some real heat.
Damn.
And like, granted,
wrong.
I don't care.
Wrong.
I will. But I mean, I've threatened children. I've thrown things at babies. Like
shit.
I've done.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Michelle, what's your name?
I have done a lot of things to get some. I'll pull people's DMs out because I've had some people.
You going to the DM? The DM.
All right, y'all want to hear some heel?
Hell yeah.
There's been times.
Screenshots on TikTok. You got me.
There's times where I'm wrestling in racist ass Georgia, and and like I'm doing my thing. I'm not even trying to get real heat because this was during the time where I had the UIW title, held that bitch for 700 plus days or whatever. And I'm just cutting my normal, like, open the show, y'all know I own the show type promo and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there is this guy that won't get off my ass.
Uh-oh.
No.
And I gave him one little like pellet shot. I was like, look, man, now you already know if you want to go toe to toe with me and I got this microphone, there ain't no way you winning. Not on this
Don't
thing.
give me a live mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, sit there in your chair and enjoy the show. Don't get there. He started to throw some slurs out.
Mm.
And that's when I leaned up against the ring ropes and I looked at him right in his soul and I was like, if you really want to do this, go ahead and check your wife's phone because I know there's inboxes straight to me that has not been read. Don't play me right now. I will embarrass you. And right then it was just like, wait, is he for real? I didn't see that couple after maybe intermission. I didn't even get to see them during the main event. I was waiting. I was like, man, I'm gonna work this son bitch the whole time. Nope, wasn't even there. I was like, okay, don't.
His wife loves BBC.
This is the thing about disrespecting an artist while they're on their performance.
Shaking like a hoe in church.
Like you don't go to a Travis Scott concert and be like, I'm just gonna yell obscenities to Travis Scott.
No.
Duh.
So, but you gonna come to my performance? You gonna pay for my performance to try to do the same thing? Oh, brother, just because it's more intimate, I still got you. I got you laser focused.
Damn, you probably got the people divorced or something, man.
Good for them. Good for them. It needed to
He
happen.
probably was like, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Oh, son of a bitch. He was right.
And he was probably like, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, what the hell? All of them?
I thought I was bad of exposing DMs. Sheesh.
And see, I don't do that a lot. I don't do that a lot. But there are times where I know if I need to pull a trump card, if you think you're about to outshine me from a spectator's point of view, no, I got you, big fella. I'm gonna hit you.
Who's your favorite opponent? Jay wants to know who's your favorite opponent. Yeah, there's a fave.
I'm gonna give you like a top 3 to 5.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Good. You can say whatever you want, brother.
Yeah, we don't care.
We
don't
gonna
give a damn.
put Donovan Dijak up there.
Ooh.
Dijak was really fun. Dijak was one of the only times I got to wrestle someone that was taller than me. So that was like brand new shit. Like I was like, we're sitting there talking about the match and stuff like that. And I'm like, you want to do what? Why am I looking up at you? Why does my neck hurt? And I'm like, oh yeah, this something. Actually, he was the first person I actually enjoyed working with at that height. I don't know if I'm in shooter mode yet, so I'll just leave it at that.
It's okay.
But let's put it this way. You can say whatever's on you.
Oh, I know I can say whatever.
I'm just saying there's no limits on this show. We had some doozies. We had something. Well, my wife had to come and check me after the show and tell me, hey, y'all went too far.
I know because y'all had Murder One on this show, so I know it's got to be.
Oh, that show went left. I think that was the worst.
Oh, you want to talk about left? I was watching
phone.
it while I was at work, and I was like, hey, yo, what's happening to the show right now? I was baffled. But
Oh.
Dijak is definitely up there. Martin Stone, definitely up there. I was just talking to him actually a few.
How was he, by the way?
He's doing
I'm familiar with Martin Stone.
He is doing great. We're actually trying to plan something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a little hush hush. Can't say it.
As of right now, yeah.
Okay, fine. I understand.
Yeah, we'll see what
I
happens.
understand.
But Martin is definitely up there. Of course, I got to put Murder One in there. Cedric Alexander, definitely
Prime time.
I
David
wrestled,
Ruffin, as we called him on this show.
Yeah,
He calls
David
David
Yeah, David Ruffin here.
David Ruffin.
I actually wrestled said 8 months into my career, like 2 months out of it.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't even know it was going to happen until maybe about a week out. I just had a good string of hot matches at PCW and Chip. I was just about to move in with Chip and start traveling with Chip. But he hit me up and he was like, yo, I'm going to call and see if somebody's free for a date. I think this match would be really dope for you. You could learn a lot. And I think y'all would, really, really put on the show. And I was like, okay, who is it? And he was like, somebody I know out of, the Carolinas, but we'll just see if it works out. He never gave me a name. I didn't know until the poster dropped. So I'm just sitting here minding my own business. I think I was just leaving the gym. I drove home. I saw notifications popping up on my phone. I'm like, what's going on? Look it up. I see the poster and I'm like, oh, I'm on the poster. That's dope. I'm super keen. This was maybe my first poster that I've been on. And I'm like, oh, I'm on the poster versus Cedric Alexander.
Shit.
Immediately, I'm like, there's another Sid that's not ROH Sid. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And it was him. And then they had the audacity to send me a message and be like, hey, can you cut a promo for this? I was like, I didn't even know it was happening.
Damn.
So when I had, cut the promo, and then, me and Sid went out there and, we gave them a good bit. And we went up into the locker room and he was like, wait, so how long have you been wrestling? And I was like, I'm like 2 months out of training. And he like threw his kick pads and he was like, well, I should just fucking retire because I don't know how you're able to do that at 2 months out of training. And I was like, well, you know what, Sid? Okay, I'm gonna take that to the heart. Like I appreciate that. Now I'm very glad that he didn't do it because he's very successful right now. So I'm glad that he did not retire.
Yes, he is.
All the way back then.
Being treated like garbage from it. Yes, he is.
Yeah, shout out to David Ruffin, man. That's my boy.
No, I ain't care to see you, Otis.
That's probably my top. Murder, Dijak, Cedric, Martin,
the governor,
Kurt Stallion. I gotta put him up there too. Kurt Stallion's another one. Owen Knight, he's another one. We've done everything from 10-minute matches to 2 out of 3 falls for 30, 45 minutes. Like Owen's that guy. And I've been saying this for years and people are finally paying attention. So I'm very happy about that. That's little bro.
Daryl said he was shocked to see you were ever faced the way I seen you clear ring. He said you pulled the old New Jack promo when you was in Georgia. You said clap her cheeks after shit.
Speculation.
Anything can happen on the Venomous Smoke Podcast.
They said no limit. Last week, nipple piercing took over the show.
And you know what?
That was very rare that LaLa statement took over the show. That took us out because she was just full mode. She was like, yeah, and I said with my chest, pierced nipples and all. Was like, wait a minute. Whoa. Look, she tried to just gloss over it like she didn't say it. Like, wait a minute.
No, you can't gloss over that. You can't gloss over that. You could put some gloss on them, but you can't gloss over them.
A little gloss. Blow on them a little bit. Look, how tall are you and what's your favorite promotion to work?
I am 5'4". No, I'm kidding.
You are not 5'4". The devil is a lie.
Yeah, that's a fact. I am 6'2" or 6'4", depends on what shoes I'm wrestling in.
Oh, you my height.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's tall.
Man's is
and
tall.
What was my favorite promotion to work for? honestly, before it went under.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
There was a promotion out here in the Midwest. I'm not gonna include AWE because I feel that's just a cop-out answer.
Yeah.
Even though
That's
I love
your home?
AWE, that's
Mhm.
yeah, that is home.
That's de facto number one.
Yeah, so I can't even put that.
And that's
out
where I
there,
met him.
but Facts.
I met him
But
over radio.
there was a promotion in the Midwest called NWL, and NWL was the first contract I ever signed because they contracted everyone. It was their own creative think tank. They did their own identities, their own gimmicks, beautiful sound stage and arena and all this kind of stuff. And when Murder went in, him and Chip got signed first. They did the deal, and then Murder was like, you gotta come along with us. Like this literally would not make sense without you being along. So I drove up one show because they were in the St. Louis branch. Drove up one show, shook hands, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, the next show they put me on, it was the same show that Kyle O'Reilly was on, and he did the main event with David Vega. And then they signed me for a year. And man, driving up to St. Louis, you can get some fish and chicken, go and wrestle, beat some people up. Everything is taken care of. They flew us out here to KC a few times because they had a St. Louis and a KC branch, and it was dope. And it was the first time in wrestling that I ever had secure money. I was contracted, and I didn't have to worry about shit. I just had to get there. And I was like, this is probably the best spot to be. I was like, oh, this is what this feels like. Okay, I understand why people are like, yeah, I'll probably sign and lose my ass on WWE, but at least 80% of the things that I had to think about before is at least taken care of. So definitely NWL, but they went under real quick. It's kind of
Do we have a
disappointing.
moment
But
of
shout out
silence?
Marty Bell. Marty Bell was the one that handled the contract, so she got the guys on. Have you wrestled in any other countries?
Yep, Jay wants to know. That's Jay's favorite thing. You want to know if you wrestle in every country. Shout out to Jay on the Friday show.
Hey, shout out to Jay.
The
No, I have not.
diabolical look. He's the most diabolical of haters, so he's gonna say a hate comment coming up. It's coming.
Oh,
He gonna get
Yeah, it's coming.
Bring it. I need to
It's
wake up a
coming.
little
He's
bit. Let's
coming. That's a
bring it.
diabolical
coming.
hater. He's a damn hater.
I just hope no wives or daughters have been in my DMs because that's going to be the first shot. No, I'm kidding. Have I wrestled in other countries? No. I had plans to. I had some things in the work to go to Germany, which was kind of my ultimate goal because I was born in Germany.
Oh, wow. Whereabouts?
Sulzbach, Rosenberg, right outside of Munich.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of my that could have been my precipice right there. It's like, oh, if I can go back to Germany and wrestle, I'd be through the moon.
I spent 2 years in Germany. If I could just go back to Germany.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful country.
I'm gonna have to make it out there.
Oh,
I don't know. I might get trouble in Germany with my
Let's
mom.
break some walls real quick. What's in that cup?
Oh man, let me see. Today, I think it's the Maker's Mark 51.
Drink it.
I told Fred, I told you, be yourself.
I'm drinking. Like, look, I had a big daiquiri one day. They still tease me about that. My wife
That's some
came
New
in.
Orleans shit right there.
He bought me a daiquiri about this big, no lie. And I was drinking on that daiquiri for 3 hours. That's how big it was. And they said me slowly transform into somebody else. The show went left after.
Hey, that's how it be sometimes. That's how it be. You think you on the same wave, but then when you go and watch it back, you're like,
I
49 minutes. Back. At 49 minutes, I went from stepping down the steps and I tripped down them hoes. I
was like, oh shit. I probably should have said that. They went from just talking about WrestleMania to me making the WrestleMania baby. That's how bad it went.
Yeah.
He called his shot. He called his shot.
I said, this is how it was. I say, if Charlotte and Ronda close that show, that's the day I'm making a WrestleMania baby because I'm not watching that shit.
Hey, and not to get too off, I guess we're not on any topic at the moment, so I guess it's fine.
No.
I had a way better point of view of WrestleMania because of how I watched it.
Let's hear it, please.
Oh, dear.
So night one, watching the whole show. It's one of the few times that I actually sit down and get involved with the entire mystique of WrestleMania. So I'm sitting here like chilling, watching. I'm like, you know what? They actually going off. Everything seems good. Seems like a fun WrestleMania. And night one, right when I had just got to the end of Seth and Cody.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is fire. I need to go grab me some snacks and some pause.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Went up, got me some food, made me a little drinky drink. Cool, came down. For some reason, my shit just like paused for I guess 2 seconds, and then like just kept rolling. So I come back downstairs. I missed the whole next match. Guess what? It was the worst match that everybody hated.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get back and I'm like, I go to Twitter and I'm like, damn, what did I miss? And I'm like, didn't seem like I missed much. All right, cool. Same thing happened night two. Night two, this is gonna sound really wild, but I literally stayed up for Pat McAfee, what the Pat McAfee match was gonna be.
Yeah,
one, Austin Theory kind of grew up around me. He was trained by Fox and then did a lot of promotions around me. So I was like, I'll see what the kids got going on at his first official Mania. Because I still remember when Mania was in Atlanta and he was doing fucking front flips in the damn parking lot and shit like that. So it's like, seeing that and knowing that, oh shit, okay. But also Pat McAfee is like because of what I do as my shoot job and being in the like sports media industry and all that, Pat McAfee, seeing that, I'm like, oh, this is going to be really dope. And I know he can work and he actually cares about the business.
Yes, he does.
I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, McAfee he got a little swagger going in the match. And then of course the Vince thing happens and I'm like, well, this has got to be setting up for something because if not, this is just killing everything. And then of course glass breaks, Stone Cold. I'm sitting here like, I got every hair follicle about to jump out my skin right now. I'm okay, let's do it. Once again, I pause it, go make me a drink. I come back. Main event was over. Brock and Reigns was over. And I'm
that shit.
Well, shit. What happened? I go on Twitter and everybody's like, man, this main event was ass. And I'm like, so once again, I ended up missing both matches that everyone hated.
Yes.
And I wasn't mad because I was like, I don't know about y'all, but the director's cut of WrestleMania that I got, that shit was fire.
Fire.
It was nothing but bangers.
Lord. Oh Lord, Daryl, talking about no more for him. Bust one for Scott. That's what happened. That became a hashtag when I was drunk. I was drunk on air, and that became a hashtag. Bust one for Scott because Scott Hall had died that week. So I was like,
I'll bust one for Scott.
I said I'm busting one for Scott, and then that became a hashtag.
Am I going clear or dark?
I'm doing dark. I don't drink. See, if I drink clear, I'm gonna knock somebody out. I'm going full hill mode if I drink. If I drink clear, so I kind of stay on dark.
Guess we're gonna go clear then.
Hold on.
Oh man, that was classic last week. Look, listen, that was classic last week though. What is
that?
It's some Kula rum. Kula rum.
Cooler rum. Okay.
It looks.
So I guess I'm the DD. So
there you go.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, because last week, I took the glasses off and gave my government name because Izzy was saying some stuff last week.
The
so I had to make sure the
podcast
would get sued. I wanted to make sure the podcast didn't get sued, so I had to give my government name and say we don't approve of anything Izzy says.
I use the nickname for little people, which begins with an N, but we can't say that no more.
Right.
And then you also use the fucking aggravating guy, the antigram of that.
The person who likes dick inside him.
We can't say that. Look, just do the antigram of fucking aggravating guy. That's what he said on the show, and I'm like, I had to go into CEO mode and be like, Hey, here at us at Venomous Smoke Podcast do not approve anything. Please don't sue us. So, yeah, we're a better drinking show than Nori because when we do it, it's uncut. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We drinking for LaLa. Pull one more for LaLa since LaLa can't drink.
I can't.
Pull one for LaLa.
I'd have been drinking wine with y'all, but damn these men.
Wine?
Wine.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got 4 bottles of wine, like right at the
wine. I can't drink wine.
Adrian, Jay said join us on our sports show on Friday. We can't see.
we can't say it, baby. We can't.
Oh, definitely, man. Look, I'm about to hook you up.
We can't say that word, Corey.
Because I mean, I don't
know.
The
way cancel culture is set up.
Oh yeah, we do.
That's a big fact. There's a screenshot. This is all done. This is all over with now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put me on the sports show. I don't think y'all ready for that.
Oh, I think we're ready, man. We're going to set that up.
We're ready.
We're
ready.
Already got through the group.
Now that's what I do for my shoot job. I am heavily involved with this.
Bring it.
Yes.
We love it.
We want the smoke.
Are you available tomorrow? Are you available tomorrow?
And what is tomorrow?
Friday.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Yo, I don't know my days anymore. Okay,
I'm like that too, man.
Like, and I will say this: it's not a bad thing necessarily. My days blend together mainly because every other day seems like it's a Friday or Saturday, and I'm not mad at that.
Shot for the third nipple. Take a shot, bro.
Shit. Victor, calm down.
Here. I drank to
you
those.
Got a damn evil villain name, Victor Nash. Boy, look like you can bomb a bank easily.
Good one for that one, Vic. We take a shot for those.
There you go.
Or the ring, silver or gold. We need to know.
Oh, colorful.
Whatever color. They can be whatever color they.
We don't care.
I was about to spill tea. Nope, next subject.
God damn. She's about to get out of her shell. See, that's why she ain't out of her shell, because she don't be drinking.
I ain't never seen LaLa in a shell, so I don't even know what that means.
No, look. You got to push her out the shell. We have to push her gradually out the shell. She might be a social butterfly outside the podcast.
Usually she's the one that pushed me out the shell, so I don't know how that works.
Listen, she trying to play the innocent role on here and be like, oh my gosh, everything's sunshine and rainbows until something pisses her off. She seen me yell ignorant things. She seen me beat up people.
I have.
Like, you have seen the side of me that most regular people in my life have no idea even exists.
I have, and then after the matches, I just run to hug him afterwards.
Facts.
I run and hug him.
We definitely
ready. Okay. Yeah, Jay, we always ready. I'm gonna send him the link tomorrow.
Relax. All right.
Yeah, we did ruin LaLa's childhood.
I don't believe that either.
No, really. We got a running gag on this show.
I found out, and I did not know.
She didn't know Macho Man and them did coke. She didn't know a lot of stuff.
I thought they was on steroids. Adrian, don't give me that. I thought they were just on steroids.
She didn't know Vince McMahon covered up a murder. She didn't know all that.
I missed that part of Dark Side of me.
She didn't know Shawn Michaels did drugs.
I know stories for days. For days, I participated in stories. I don't want to say participated. I will say I was in the vicinity of said stories, depending on who it is.
We were talking about Dark Side of the Ring. Poor LaLa just was looking like that happened.
Yeah.
What? Real life, and it ain't even. It's crazy how they paint that as Dark Side of the Ring, and then like people like me and Murder watch it, and we're like, that's kind of like a normal Wednesday. Like, yeah, what you're talking about? I mean, being on the road with Murder is one of the most interesting things on the planet because usually I'm the driver. 100% of the time I'm the driver. So he'll just get high randomly. Like, we'll either listen to music or he'll just tell me random road stories. So I know shit about New Jack. I know shit about a lot of people that's just like, damn, this was just kind of day to day in wrestling. And I had no idea. I missed a whole generation. If I was wrestling back then,
Oh man,
y'all know that song
side
"Freak
of
on
the
a
Ring
Leash"?
of Adrian Armour.
And it would just be trap horror music in the background the whole time.
Let me just be a guess. I guess what I say, like probably 10 minutes of stuff, but that's it. I'm done. Give me my check.
Be like, he was always.
We'd have had Chris Jericho up there narrating.
Yo.
Things went horribly bad on this.
Exactly.
Oh Lord.
This is big.
It really be like that sometimes.
Jay wants to know what's your favorite wrestler. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Entertainment wise or actual wrestling in ring wise?
Both.
Or both. Okay.
Both.
Entertainment wise is going to be The Rock. He's the one that got me in. He's the one that always kept me glued. There wasn't a time where if I heard he was coming back or there was a chance that he could be doing something, I was always glued to the TV. In ring wise, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Good choice.
That dude is just and the fact that I got to share a ring with Steamboat was like, it was like full circle in my head because we did a show at Dragon Con and Steamboat was at Dragon Con, along with, I think that was the same year that Lita and Sting was there. But we got to do wait, what? Hold on.
I hate Sting.
Izzy doesn't like Sting.
Oh,
Izzy
yeah,
doesn't like
Sting is a Toys R Us wrestler. We know that already. But
thank you.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I mean, come on. I don't know anybody that's like fan of Sting and can admit that there's 250 better wrestlers and entertainers.
Yeah, Sting is not exciting.
Exactly.
He was not exciting wrestler. He was
I
not
just
exciting.
because he have a black bat and I want one.
I'm putting it this way: the best thing about Sting was him falling from the rafters, hitting people with a baseball bat. Anybody can do that. Hey, give me a parachute. I'm coming down.
I'm
Give me a
not going to
baseball
no
bat.
goddamn Raptors. Just give me a black bat. That's it. That's all.
His best work was when he didn't talk.
Exactly.
His best
That's exactly
work,
it.
His best work were promo vignettes that they did in post. That was it. Anytime I saw a vignette with Sting, I was like, hey, this is kind of fire. And then the match will come on and I'll be like,
Man.
oh yeah, it's still a Sting match.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Like I say, I never was a fan of Sting, even though I met him when I was a little kid. But they're just, he just like, I was fans of other people.
Yeah.
He just like, okay, he was there, but people don't hate me for this. I wasn't a fan of the Undertaker. And people get mad at me. Oh, I get hate. When I say that's it, I just wasn't a big fan of the Undertaker. Like the big hat Undertaker.
You said wasn't, so that obviously changed.
Yeah, when he became Big Evil. Like when he was Big Evil Undertaker, I loved it.
Okay.
I love Big Evil Undertaker. I don't like the darkness. I'm like, because when I was a kid, this is fucking bullshit. I'm like, he ain't doing that shit. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Where's this lightning coming from?
What is fucking
do that lightning?
He can't shoot lightning out his ass. I'm not worrying about that.
Sit his human ass down. He ain't doing none of this shit.
His ass ain't burying people. Why should I be scared of a person that digs holes and shit?
Listen, I like that all stages of the Undertaker, especially the dark side.
I'm just saying, some people get they're like, that's sacrilegious. You can't say that. That's what they be like. That's how they be like. You talk bad about the Undertaker, man. Wrestling fans be coming for your head. I'm like, listen,
yeah, man.
I did not like the Undertaker when he was up there doing all that with Paul Bearer and the urn. I was just like, okay. He had fire ass theme music. Okay,
you're making me get this shit off my chest. Wrestling fans are interesting.
They're fickle. They're fickle.
I think fickle was an accurate term, maybe in like 2010.
They're past that now.
It has gotten to the point where most wrestling fans are so entitled that not only
AEW fans.
Oh shit!
Not only do their opinions matter, but yours cannot exist.
AEW fans
in line with theirs.
AEW fans,
and they're ready to cancel you, man.
That's with now 80% of wrestling fans, whether if it's AEW, whether if it's independent, whether it's WWE,
WWE too.
like I have never seen more instant dissatisfaction or hate towards wrestling than the past couple years, because the show will happen and they will draw and it will be an electric show and blah, blah, blah. And the first thing I will see on any timeline is how awful, how bad, what botch, what slip,
you know what's coming.
And I'm like, as even before becoming a worker, I know wrestling ain't 1,000% real. I was in mixed martial arts and I did MMA before even stepping into wrestling. I know the difference. But you ain't gonna tell me that you, maybe even you, sitting on the couch that hadn't done shit but watch the product.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, man, that Canadian Destroyer was a little sloppy. If it was me, I would have.
I went on a rant, one of my epic rants on Daniel Bryan and Hangman Page. The I gotta take a piss rant. And how I was saying that they put on an epic 60-minute match and people were bitching and complaining about that. And I was just so pissed off. I was literally going off and said, I gotta go take a piss. It's like, you gotta be kidding. How can people shit?
Too.
And how can people shit on that match? And it really didn't seem like it was 60 minutes. And people were shitting. I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
I was scared of China. She looked like she would treat me like a $5.
She would. Anthony, she would.
Oh, shit. Listen, that's why I said Big Evil Undertaker. There's a difference between American Badass and Big Evil. Big Evil killed me.
All right. Jason LeBron, we gonna have beef because I don't know. American Badass. And only because, and I'm not doing that thing that I was just talking about. But to me, only because I know how difficult it could have been in creative to think of flipping that character to that and having people actually invested and give a fuck about it. Because we can see Stone Cold driving any kind of vehicle and it's like, that's Austin. That's part of his thing. Yes. We can see... I don't know. Miz come out with an inflatable sign of his name and we'll be like, that's some egotistical Miz shit.
That's a good example.
But if you were to look at Taker, Crow, Paul Bearer, all that kind of shit, and then think we gonna flip him to a bandana, motorcycle, and he's just gonna be out there punching people and everyone's actually gonna be into it.
Yeah, that took balls.
Kudos. Yeah. Because that's a make or break moment. You could have decided to flip that character and no one gave a fuck and the Undertaker could have died right then. That would have been the end of character development, character arc, or whatever. Because what are you going to do? Shoot him in the head and be like, oh, he's Undertaker again. Like, that shit ain't it ain't going to work like that.
Yeah, I'm like, I saw that character coming when he made JR kiss Vince McMahon's ass. The boss said, you gonna kiss his ass. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in Undertaker now. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm interested in him now.
He made himself a Sons of Anarchy character, and people cared.
Man, that was the real him, though. That was the one thing that's why it worked, because it was him times 10. That's what it usually works.
That was Mark turned up.
Yes. Yeah, that was Mark. They could have not called him the Undertaker. He could have just called him Mark. He'd have been good.
Hey, if he would have came out and just been like, yo, I'm Mark Calloway and I like motorcycles, I'd have been like, you know what? I'm with you, dog.
I want a motorcycle too. Let me go get
Adrian,
one.
We're not trying to dry snitch on the show. Talking about give us a road story. We're not trying to dry snitch.
Hold on, I got road stories for days, but I heard you had a question, so I'm very interested in that question.
What did you think of Mark's Hall of Fame speech?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm not ready.
Oh, shame on you.
I'm not ready to. I haven't watched the entire Hall of Fame show because of two reasons. One, because of The Undertaker, and two, because of the Ultimate Warrior thing.
The Warrior Award with Shaq.
The Warrior Award.
To pull the curtain back a little bit, me and Murder were doing some social media stuff on IG, and JTG ended up chiming in on it.
Oh, wow.
And then when he chimed in on it, some DMs went back and forth, and spoiler alert, non-spoiler alert, we were going to build for the hierarchy versus crime time. So
damn.
For a minute there, me and Jay, me and Shad were just like chatting back and forth, and they were super cool. And we got to talk because they were like, oh, this is in Atlanta. Like, you ain't even got to worry about like getting us for any kind of like hotel charges or anything like that, because we can just stay with family. We still got family out there. Oh, the venue is actually right by this spot and that spot. Oh yeah. Oh, and y'all like comic books too. So we just started like shooting the shit. And it became really cool. And of course he passed. So I've kept in touch with Jay. I actually talked to Jay after Mania, because he put up some like art that someone did with like him with Shad in the background and the Ultimate Warrior award and like all that. And I was like, man, that's really dope. It was great to see you, you know, because I had saw clips. So I was like, it was great to see you on that stage in that moment with his son and like all of that. And the fact that he even hit me up during Mania weekend, I was still kind of like, brother, you ain't got nobody else more important to hit up on your phone. But like, those are the kind of people that they are. So I just haven't been able to watch that yet because of those connections. But I know sooner or later I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna have a glass of whiskey and a blunt or something, because I'm gonna need something to kind of.
I ain't gonna lie, I shed a few tears, and a lot of people shed tears. For that, and great story, man.
So a road story, okay.
This Corey want to be nosy.
Yeah. So National Enquirer, motherfucker.
Damn, I have so many of them. What's actually going to be interesting?
Coming from you, anything will be interesting.
I mean, only because most of my road stories will include murder.
Uncle Murder.
Uncle Murder.
Now I will have to start calling him that Uncle Murder.
Yeah, I'm like, man, he just felt like Unc to me, man. When he came on the show, like,
yes,
hey, that's the big homie. It's crazy that like everyone sees him as like, oh, that's Uncle Murder, and I'm like, that's my older brother. Like it's just so wild. Our birthdays are a day apart, and since he took me under his wing. Actually, I'll give you this road story then. I'll give you the first time that I officially, like, actually met Murder One. Oh boy.
It's okay.
So this was I had met Murder in person a few times. Never had worked with him, never did matches with him, but I had moved in with Chip and they had lived maybe about 15 minutes away from each other. So Murder would just show up, hang out, smoke, shoot the shit, whatever. This was in the creation stages of AWE. And he started seeing some of the stuff that I was doing. And he was just like, we would really have, a good spot for you. I had some personal things go on, so I couldn't make it to the very first AWE show, but I made it to the second one. The first one, I was supposed to wrestle Davey Richards. That was also when Davey Richards broke his leg. So not only did I have to pull out, but he had to pull out. So it was just kind of like they had to pull together a main event. And I think it ended up being Jimmy Ray versus Drew Adler. I think that's what the main event ended up being. But so the second show, I ended up working Murder right off rip. We're doing our thing, blah, blah, blah. We get into the ring. I'm a baby face, believe it or not, because I'm wrestling Murder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we get about 3 to 4 minutes into the match and he gets hurt. Off of like some freak shit. I'm just doing my typical like babyface little like arm drag stuff and all that. And like something happened and his like rib popped out of place. And he was like, I'm hurt. Ooh. Once again, super young in the business. And this is the first time I've dealt with somebody getting hurt in the ring. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And he was like, let's just keep it going. So the whole time I'm just like, I'm working with him. I'm protecting him. We're doing our thing. We get to the back. Murder looks at me and he just gives me a hug. And I had no like real personal, like anything with Murder at that point. And he goes to the back and he tells his old tag partner and Chip and a few others. He was like, this motherfucker protected me throughout that whole match. And there ain't no way I would have been able to get out of that shit safe with a lot of other motherfuckers, especially as young as he is. He was like, I fuck with him. He's going to ride with us for a minute. And that was kind of like the origin story of, and this was 2.5 years before I even joined the hierarchy. And a lot of people think that like we just kind of like meshed and then like the hierarchy happened. I'm like, no. Like I was doing the heroes thing and I was fighting the hierarchy and all that kind of shit. And then I would go to the back and be like, murder. You know, what the fuck we doing? He'd be like, man, I'm about to run in there and beat your ass. And I'm like, all right, first of all, fucking relax, okay? Because sometimes I'll bring it up. I'll be like, last time I checked, you got hurt when we wrestled last time. So
I'm just saying, why did I just hear that in his voice? It's just
because
that's him. That's him 1,000%.
Yeah, that is him. It sounds like he just go in there. I have no plan to go in there and beat your ass.
and we got to the point where we wrestled so much that the chemistry was there. We didn't have to talk about shit. We didn't have to like overly do any kind of shit. Like we had this one spot that blew the roof off the first time we did it. And I do a springboard step off flying knee. Okay. And he was like, hey, yo, next time you do that knee, you know, step off, blah, blah, I'm going to catch you with the cutter. We just going to call it a night. And I was like, first of all, motherfucker, no, I ain't doing that shit. Because that shit's going to hurt.
Oh, shit.
But then I was like, you know what? That probably would be fire, not going to lie. So we doing the deal. All of a sudden, I'd slide down the knee pad. Everybody know what's coming. I go up, go for the knee. Yeah. And I was like, this is the best pop I ever heard. I'm going to sleep. Like, and we got a picture of it that's fire. I want to get somebody to do like a really dope art rendition of it so I can put it somewhere in this bitch.
So Darren want to know how many titles you have had or own. Now I guess your total number.
Like titles I've won or titles that I have purchased.
Oh, like you won. You won.
Okay.
You won, not purchased one. Like I said, though, if you
big homie right here is going on the wall, so I gotta. He's nearby. I got big homie right here. But
I'm just saying, if I see somebody with a belt in public, man, you got to defend it. If you buy a belt, a replica belt, you got to defend it.
Well, you have to get a referee.
I don't give a fuck.
You need to get a referee. I mean, I guess you could count Foot Locker.
You were saying?
I'm just saying, Izzy.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I see you walk with the Stone Cold belt, I'm stunning you and I'm pinning you.
I'm not even gonna give him a stunner. I'm gonna give him a headbutt and I'm taking it.
My belt is like
I'm just gonna fucking poke you in your fucking eyes. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I wear glasses.
Okay, I just kicked you in your nuts.
Oh no!
No. Say?
Right, you got the belt. That's on you.
No, you can have the belt.
Okay, so titles I've had. So I was tag champs with Siler. I didn't win any tag titles within the hierarchy, but we did have the AWE belt due to hierarchy rules. So technically, just like Freebird rules, I was an AWE champion. No one wants to talk about it, but we'll
held
leave
it
that where
hostage.
it is.
You held it exactly.
Then of course the UIW title was the big one for me. 770 something days. I'm still at this point the longest reigning and youngest independent champion in the Southeast.
Outstanding.
Same title that was held by guys like Goldust and Jeff Hardy and and
oh Lord.
No, don't you dare. No.
Jeff Hardy's tag team partners.
Well, I was not going to say nothing.
Don't you dare.
I'm not going to say.
Somebody cue the music.
No, it's not even that.
Hold on. I got y'all real quick. I got y'all. Because what we're
gonna be an old guy falling.
No.
Because y'all know when Jeff Hardy come in and turn, that shit just be out there.
That was an epic rant for me right there when he was one of his last matches in WWE. I see he was just an old guy falling when he did that fucking swan time bomb.
That boy went. I was like, did Jeff fall asleep? Did he know he got to finish the rotation, right? He can't just trust gravity like that.
So
somebody just flip a paperweight.
AEW, who was it? Tony Schiavone was like, "Oh my God, this is the first time I've seen this." I said, "Tony, you don't shut up."
Tony, he's seen this shit for like 20, 30 years. Tony, chill out, Tony.
Damn, Tony.
Tony be tripping, man. Tony trips out. He forgets that we've seen WWE. It's like AEW forget that WWE like it's a different world.
He came from where?
Exactly.
We just saw him wrestle Sunday.
Motherfucker, we just saw him 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, really. It's the greatest moment in the history of our sport.
I haven't seen him in how many years. Oh my God. Who was it?
It really
the
be
funny,
like that.
The funny part was the referee had to hold the ladder for I was like, why
that was hilarious.
Oh man,
they call that protecting your investment.
They say, what's your worst or baddest experience in the ring? Your worst experience?
I was trying to avoid the story, but I felt like it was going to come anyways.
Yeah, Daryl going to broken pride.
So I'm going to say this very directly. This is no disrespect,
but
Cody Hall.
Oh,
he can't. First of all, he can't wrestle. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That punk, he can't wrestle for shit. I said
Adrian couldn't even get it out.
He can't wrestle. I've seen him.
I was trying to address my
live. I have seen him wrestle live. He can't wrestle for shit. And the razor's edge he tries to does, it is ugly. Okay, go ahead.
We still busting one for Scott though. His son can't wrestle. We still busting one for Scott.
Cody Hall can't wrestle. Okay.
Cody Hall was the absolute worst. Not just wrestling, not just in ring, but professional experience that I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Cody Hall I talk a lot of shit. But any shit that I do talk is always going to be valid. I'm not just going to talk shit to talk shit.
Right.
So when I shit on people in wrestling, that ain't gimmick. That ain't none of that shit. You have done something past work or a work to disrespect me to the point where I will get on any microphone and talk that shit because that's all you are to me. Cody Hall is in that category. Not only was he disrespectful to me in the ring, he was also disrespectful to the other people that are around the ring, and a giant disservice to the crowd in the point where I wanted to make him look like a megastar. Because that's what I like doing in the ring. I like making my opponent, whether if I'm going to win or lose, look like a fucking shining piece of whatever that crowd desires. So that if I beat you, I just beat somebody.
Right.
If you beat me, you look like $1 million.
Right.
But either way, it means something. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. It was, I need to get my shit in. No, we're not telling the story because why are we adding all this in there?
Oh.
And I'm like, I told him after the match, I said, let's be clear. No one knows who you are. Everyone knows who your father is.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is different. Don't think you can come in here and run his TV house show moveset and that's going to get you over. It got to the point where Scott came after me outside.
Uh-oh.
And I immediately knew he was on my side by how the way he started the conversation. Because he was like, man, it's a little chilly out here. And I'm like, if you're talking about the fucking weather, you are with me on this right now. Because if you were trying to defend your son, that would have been the first thing you talked about. So we talked about it. And he talked about how he needed to grow up and how he needed to become a better professional and all that. And I was like, we are in a rinky-dink, podunk as Southern County in Georgia. I don't give a fuck about my image when it comes to this. But what I do care about is being able to work constructively with other people within this business to make business. And that's something that he did not want to do. And I don't give a fuck if he's been wrestling for 8 days or 8 years. If you're not going to be professional about work, you can get the fuck on.
Pretty much.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, because you putting your life in another person's hands when you wrestle. So
every time
you have to be professional.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't realize that. No. And Corey, of course, he's from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm not from St. Louis because somebody thought I was from St. Louis. Remember that?
Oh,
Lord. It was Vic. It was Vic.
Yeah, he's from St. Louis, dude. I'm not from St. Louis.
He said it with such confidence too. He was like, "No, he's not."
Bo's from St. Louis. I'm like, no, Bo's not from St. Louis. I might wear a St. hat.
Don't you hate
like
it?
Everything about me, except for the Pistons hat I got on now, I'm a Pistons fan. Everything about me, I had New Orleans hat. Even the colors of the podcast is
New like, St. Louis. Shit.
St. Louis.
Have I worked at any other promotion in St. Louis? I was supposed to work at St. Louis Anarchy. It might still happen, but I don't know yet. Because I'm not a professional wrestler anymore. So
don't worry about it, LaLa. It's okay.
But I was gonna do some work with Anarchy. I was gonna do. There's another promotion in St. Louis that I was gonna work at, and I can't remember what it was. But I'm actually in Kansas City, which is funny about that because now St. Louis is asking for me even more. And I'm like, you know how much it's going to take for me to step away from my desk and get back into a ring? There's only a few people that can give me that call now. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Murder's probably like that whole contact list. And then you can insert maybe 2 other people with a big enough like pocket. But other than that, I enjoy how the way my body feels, that I am not getting dropped on my head and kicked in the mouth and all of that. Because for everybody out there that's like, oh, wrestling's fake. Oh, they
thank you. I was just gonna say that too.
I hate that shit.
This is what I want you to understand, and I want you to understand this very, very clearly. On television, they protect their identities. Because their identities at that point make them more money than the 8 to 10 minutes inside of the ring. So are they going to go and punch John Cena's tooth out? No, because he has an interview, a photo shoot, a movie to film, and all that within the next 48 hours. But what will happen if you do go through and punch John Cena's tooth out, you will be seeking another job.
You get future endeavored. Or promoted to
but on the indies, where you are working for the envelope that you hope you get at the end of the show, and you have to prove everything because once again, wrestling fans are so desensitized that if you are at an independent show and they see a gap of space, they see you utter a syllable, they are completely disjointed from the entertainment. Their immersion has now been gone, and they now will either shit on the show or go find something else to do during that show.
True.
And they are no longer in the match. So yes, we developed a style at AWE called Southern Strong Style, which was AKA we are going out to beat the hell out of each other in front of these people so they actually believe in our product. I used to wake up worse than football practices, sparring matches, actual fights. I used to wake up more sore from that because we went out there and actually did the deal. And people would be like, oh, so the match looked like it was pretty stiff. And I'm like, don't use words you don't understand.
Yeah.
Because, it was stiff because it was real, because we care about giving a product that people actually give a fuck about. Because if we didn't, trust me, I would go out there, hit 2 arm drags, powder out, and sit outside until somebody dove on me and we would go home. That would be the end of the whole damn show.
And they say, do you think wrestlers keep turning heels back to back to back is a good thing or a bad thing for wrestling?
Good question, Anthony.
Depends on who it is. I look at it like that.
Yeah, because you can't be the Big Show and be doing that shit all the time.
Oh,
man,
the Big Show.
Or Jericho for that matter. It gets boring.
Oh God, no.
I'm like, Big Show turned heel, water's wet. Who cares?
What's hard about that question is because in wrestling, I have kind of dismissed the whole heel versus face mindset. Every person makes decisions and they're different from mine. Do I align with those decisions? Or do I think they're full of shit? Because there are, and it was a huge wave, in 2015, where it was like every heel was getting cheered. But it's because the heel was doing things that aligned with those people's decisions.
Yes.
They weren't even necessarily doing bad things. They were just doing things that other people would see themselves doing.
Like Stone
and then
Cold.
The baby faces were getting booed.
Yep.
Yes. It's like shit. I want to beat my boss ass every day.
Exactly.
It's like
The Rock.
Keep doing it.
Exactly. And it's like baby faces were getting booed because they were making decisions that people thought were so cookie cutter and so elementary that as grown men, women, whatever you identify as, you wouldn't make that decision. So you're gonna boo him because you're like, somebody just kicked your son, and you're gonna sit there and like just look at him because you're a baby face? Or you're going to mail them a thank you card and say, I'm going to politely invite you to this match we're going to have at a pay-per-view? Yes, I'm going to boo you because that shit don't make sense. You just kicked my son. I'm rolling up with a blick or off rip.
Yes.
So,
when Roman Reigns threw Dominic out, I booed the shit out of Rey Mysterio. I'm like, when he threw him out there, I'm like, hell no, I'm coming down.
People were talking about how Dominic was holed through this feud and all that. I was like, if anyone was holed, it was Rey. Because Rey should have pulled up on everybody with straps. He should have ran him over with a low rider. I needed something, anything, but that's neither here or there. But so when people look at wrestlers and their decisions as, oh, they're either turning heel, or, oh, this is a babyface decision, or, oh, this is that, it removes the humanity of what could be that person. Because there's a lot of things that Roman does right now as a heel that would be babyface-like, but he's going to get booed. And there's other things that he does that are heel things like that are going to be cheered. And it's like, well, that's just the decision of who he is.
Yes, Jay, she would whoop Izzy's ass if you kicked me in the nuts.
But if you're talking about flips like what Mark Henry did in the, the salmon suit,
that was brilliant.
Promo,
that was perfect.
We all know about the salmon suit promo. That's some shit that like you do in real life every day. You set people up to flip them if you want to.
Yeah.
Especially if you got some info on them to really flip on them. Like, shit. That's why a lot of pure or really older wrestling fans, when that salmon suit jacket promo hit, we were all like, glorious, magnificent.
It was magnificent. It was outstanding.
But if you give that same promo and you give it to somebody like, let's say, prime babyface John Morrison, shit wouldn't really work. That's how I feel about that. Even though babyface John Morrison was kind of lit, so my boy's an athlete.
Oh, no question.
Maybe not the best wrestler.
No question.
But an athlete.
He is an athlete. Yes, he is an athlete.
I'm just saying he had the best fucking entrance ever though, man. I was like, man, I wanted to
watch. I can't believe after all this time, no one has brought that back.
The slow motion.
This is my inner wrestling fantasy entrance to happen as of current things. I need an RK Bro tag team entrance, and they still the slow-mo, and Randy gets his pyro waterfall back.
Oh,
if I can get all that, give it to me at Mania. I don't care. I'm gonna have to wait again, but like if they can just
they
come
can
out,
dip into Saudi Arabia money. They can.
Exactly, Saudi Arabia money.
They don't give a fuck about setting things on fire. So
now. It looks like Vince McMahon is all about shit.
He's about pyro and ass.
No, I just heard what he said. He said they don't mind setting shit on fire.
Yeah, they don't mind setting shit on fire.
I say, shit.
You said this man all about pyro and ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Last week.
Last week.
I was about to say, we just got pyro back, it felt like.
I'm just saying with Cody Rhodes, all they do is fireworks. More fireworks.
Hey, Cody.
More fireworks, damn it.
Fireworks.
Cody, you signing with us, right? What you want, big fella? We gonna get it all.
Fireworks.
And
then NXT 2.0 is ass. Okay, without doubt, show them
okay, so I've been hearing about this.
Okay.
Because at this point, when it comes to NXT, I only watch it when my friends are on. It sounds kind of rude, but that's just what happens. So most of the time, I just watch. What's his gimmick name right now? What is Trevor Lee going by in WWE?
Oh, Cameron Grimes.
Cameron Grimes.
Yeah. So I just watched his stuff and PK.
Fire match, by the way, this week.
That's about it. When PK's on, I'm tuning in, and it was the same thing with Martin. It was the same thing with Dijak, Gargano, like all of them. Anytime that they were on Keith Lee, I'm watching them because I'm supporting my people. But I've been hearing that NXT right now, this NXT 2.0 or whatever it's called, it might as well be like WWE's BET Uncut.
Yeah, BET Uncut. Yes,
it is. It is.
They got
because they
got
the
girl Nakia
Lyons. Everybody talking about her.
Yeah, I call her Juice and Thunder Wagon. That's what I call her.
And Alexa Lopez and Last Legend.
Last Legend kicked the fuck out of this week, though. She was sitting there looking all good. I'm like, damn.
Hit the 4-4.
Look, you understand? I was looking up like, damn, they got her all propped up, the thigh out. She got the thighs out. And we like, okay. And then bam, you get kicked in the face. I'm like, oh shit.
That feud ain't over.
Vince said we're not getting enough views. So he found
they were testing.
I don't know where he found these unicorns from. I don't know where he found them from.
But they were testing that demographic, right? Because even before the whole NXT 2.0, what was Shane doing on Raw?
Who knows?
With the whole like, wasn't he doing that like it was like the underground? Yeah. Like they were testing that demographic already to see if they could do some like edgier shit.
Work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work on there, but it seemed like NXT is thriving right now. Damn, you didn't mention Gigi. I said PK, but yeah,
PK. He already mentioned it, so I didn't need to mention Gigi. Look, I didn't have to mention Gigi because he said PK.
Priscilla Kelly.
I know who PK was, so that'd be redundant for me to go. Yo, yeah, Gigi. I can't
talk about her ass. I can't.
Can I put it this way? That got me choked out. That's why I don't say Gigi too much on the show. Cause I got choked out by talking about Gigi's yams.
Choked out by who?
His wife.
Oh, by his wife with the Glock. The Glock.
A Glock made an appearance on the camera.
Okay, well, I can.
No, listen. No, y'all, you take it out of context. You had to see it. She was getting off work, so she was watching the show on work or at work. So we were talking about Gigi's wagon. They're like, where it came from? She's like, all I heard was ass. I'm gonna get you. So when she came to the door, she bust through the door and just jumped on me, and the Glock was showing on camera. That's what happened.
And we were gonna be witness to a murder.
They say, "Hey, yo, the blicky's out. Hold on."
Yeah, the blick was out on camera. So, but it was joke people. She wasn't really choking me out. She just really was just jumping on me. But the blick was on camera. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I can't talk about PK ass. That's little sis right there.
Yeah, so
we were on the road together.
We know.
Yeah, me and Murder helped train her, like all that shit. And like when's the last
that was actually the show I got choked out on when Murder was on the show.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
When Murder was on the show. That's when I got choked out.
Yes.
And would you actually have you ever taken I think he meant a drive in a match just for a dive. I guess he meant a dive in the match.
Have I ever
put an R in?
A dive, like called someone on a dive or dove myself?
Are you talking about like this boxing people taking dives? I mean,
is that what he meaning? Like I just took the L for the money?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of half of wrestling, ain't it?
I'm about to say it's half. I'm like, it's kind of like,
I'm
like, dude, that's
now I will say, there are a few times where I have fought against it, not for my own ego, but because to me, I gotta ask if it don't make sense to me, I'm asking a question. Yeah, that's a big fat cool read. You got this, you on that shit. But when I get told, say I've been working at a promotion for 6 months. I'm red hot, whether if it's heel or babyface, I'm red hot. Shit's going. I got a developing story going on or whatever. And they're like, oh, we want you to take the fall for the night. And I'm like,
what?
Okay, how? That's usually the first thing I ask if it don't make sense. I'm like, okay, how? And if they spit something that makes sense, or if it continues the story or leads on to something or anything like that, okay, I'm cool with it. But if it's shit that don't make sense and they just doing it for like that quick reaction, I'm like, oh, hold up. I'm gonna be real with you now. I don't like that shit. And I used to not stand up for myself in wrestling a lot, but that allowed me to just get fucked around a lot because people are just like, oh, Armour's a good kid. He just does whatever we say. And I'm like, no, that's not how we make money. I figured that out very quickly. No, that's not how we make money. Let's make sense out of this shit so people can understand it. And, you know, that's just how it is. But how do I like the AEW?
The AEW product.
I mean, it's hype. Like,
look, you about to get canceled by these AEW people.
And guess what?
Boy.
Guess what? I used to have a button nearby. I used to have a button. I'm gonna hit the fucking cancel the fuck out of me, because most of y'all can't stop fucking talking about me. So cancel me, please do it.
Hey, you know how they are. You talk about AEW people
where someone say some wild shit, or they do my moves on TV, or some kind of shit like that. I got DMs talking about your shit's on TV. I get DMs talking about somebody's wearing your gear. I get all that kind of shit. So you want me to be honest about AEW? They're too worried about the fucking competition. When you are in a business and the only thing you can focus on is what's the big dog doing, you've already fucking lost. You can't make a genuine product if you're sitting there looking next door and trying to be a bigger, better them. Be the first AEW. Stop trying to be the next WWE. This shit ain't gonna work that way.
That's what WCW did, and they out of business.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, I have friends that work there. I know a lot of people that are getting work from there, and I applaud them. And I love the fact that they're getting more notoriety to do other things. They can up their prices so they can make more money. I love that. But
absolutely.
And I love a lot of the creative freedom that they're giving to a lot of the workers that are being there, especially still being tied to their independent names and all that. They're not trying to overly rebrand everybody. I do appreciate that. But as a product, be your fucking self. I'm tired of seeing the same ECW cuts. I'm tired of seeing the same WWE cuts. I'm tired of seeing the same stories and promos just regurgitated from a different face or in a different tone. It's all the same shit. Just be better if you're going to be the same shit. And since you can't be better, be fucking different.
Yeah, and they was different at first. That's why I was into them at first.
Mm-hmm. And then they got scared.
And then it's like, oh,
it was
I gotta go get this person.
Copy and paste.
I gotta get this person. I'm like, y'all are basically NXT Black and Gold right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just being honest. It's basically like I didn't watch this already. Like I didn't watch this.
What is sad
last year
is that if WWE, which they can't because it would be a monopoly on the business and business rights and all that.
No,
but if
they haven't done that before.
If they just bought AEW, they would just make AEW bigger NXT, and it would be a better show. That's the issue. When someone else can run your shit the same or better than you, it ain't your shit. You just doing what they doing.
Yeah. And I think Tony Khan is too sensitive. I think he's just too sensitive. You need to stay off Twitter.
Please.
Talking about they got bots and all this other shit. I'm like, listen.
Tony Khan, shut the fuck up.
I have an announcement to make.
I like this. I like it better when Tony Khan shut the fuck up. Hey, we didn't know who he was. It was better. It was a better brand. It was a better wrestling program before he started talking. Then he started talking. It's like, fuck. He fucked it up.
I mean, you turn around, he got an announcement to make. I'm like, boy, you don't shut up. It's only 10 o'clock. I just clocked in. Damn.
Stop with the damn debuts. Y'all doing too many debuts at one time. Like every week is a new person debut, and it's like, okay.
You take something away from that moment. Why would you do that?
I got an announcement to make. We're signing this person. Okay. Fuck, you didn't fucking blew it. You didn't blew me. And then last night they had this big tall, I got the basketball player. People like, who the fuck is he?
I don't even know who
exactly.
It's gonna be House of Black.
Who the fuck is this great value, great Khali? That's what I was hearing. I'm like, oh,
see, and that's the issue. That's the issue when you're watching another product and all you can, because if we don't know this by now, this was WCW's biggest problem. When you watch a product and you see one wrestler and you immediately think of another wrestler that's just like them on another product, you're fucking something up.
Yes, sir.
That's why when I was seeing the fantasy bookers, oh dear God, please don't get me on this. When I was seeing fantasy bookers on the internet,
please get on it.
Well, okay, let's talk.
Yes,
no, we're gonna talk about bookers. You do it.
Exactly, do it.
Move my chair up.
Oh, here we go.
Bookers on the internet. Stop.
Yes.
We don't care.
Nope.
I don't give a fuck about what match you want to see on TV. I don't care that you're pairing two people that look similar from different programs to be in the same match because they fucking look the same. Because when the fucking Jade and Bianca match cards were going everywhere, I was like, y'all, this is what shitty independent wrestling bookers do. They see see one white dude with long blonde hair and another white dude with long blonde hair, and they like, they almost the same person. Let's put them together.
Put them together.
Boom. Exactly.
He's black and does flips. He's also black and does flips. Let's have a black flip match. Like,
nobody wants to see that shit.
It's so fucking lazy. And if literally any other sport was designed like that, it would be the worst thing ever. It would be the absolute worst thing ever. You don't watch UFC matches and see one dude that looks exactly the same and the other dude that looks exactly the same and they fight. No, the part of it is being able to tell the story that they're two different people, two different identities. I don't want to see Jade and Bianca because I want Bianca to be successful in her own thing and I want Jade to be successful in her own thing. I don't want to see fucking literally almost every other women's match that happens, and I'm so sorry there's just not more creative booking than what's going on right now, but it just bothers me so much. So all you internet bookers out there, we don't fucking care. You've never booked anything outside of WWE 2K on my GM mode, and that's it. and your fucking show probably sucks ass anyway. So you ain't got it. If somebody came up to one of these internet bookers and was like, I'm gonna give you $65,000 for 3 shows. You got $65,000 for 3 shows. Do your thing. One show would pop, and the next 2 would be like, well, what the fuck is this? Because you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You ain't ever going to have it. Because if you did, you would have it by now. Internet bookers, relax. You see how hot they get me? They get me so mad.
Yeah, it pisses me off. I'm like, why would you want to do that to Jade? Because Bianca's far better wrestler than Jade. Just being honest, for my eye test, far better wrestler. So all it's gonna do is expose Jade as being green. That's it. That's all it's gonna do.
And granted, I think Bianca is one of those really great workers that could bring the best out of her, and it would still be good. But it's like booking a match off of appearance alone, which is what a lot of internet bookers and very shitty independent wrestling bookers do. It's just like, okay, you're not giving your fans a chance to immerse in the decision of who they want to be into. Hello? That honk scared the shit out of me.
Sorry about that.
But you're not giving your fans a real story. Like, well, okay, because we would love to see Big Show and Mark Henry every week. And that's still more of a difference than most people put into that thought. Like, give me motherfucking, right now, top tier feud. Give me fucking singles. Like Randy and Rey Mysterio again. Give me that right now. They're both at the fucking top of their game. Rey is moving like he's got 2 new legs. I don't understand how he's fucking skipping and moving around. And Orton's having fun in the business again. You give me that match right now with their experience and their psychology, because the matches they had before were fire. That should be fire.
I'm loving this AJ Styles feud. I'm loving it.
That shit different.
Absolutely.
I'm loving
that shit hit different.
Like I said, I'm loving the Cody Seth thing going because they can go. I'm like, I love the way it's going. So it's like, I want something that can tell me a story. Like I'm invested in. I don't want to be in something like, okay, we do a couple flips, elbows, super kick, cutter. Good night. We're going.
Let's face it.
How long have you been in the business? You just called like all my shit.
Oh shit!
Flip, super kick.
Like, wait a minute.
I don't do that shit.
No, I'm just saying,
walking through a locker room backstage. That's exactly what it sounds like. You know, we're gonna do flip, and then super kick, and then we're gonna take it home. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Look, I'm just saying, like, I watch both products, but I'm more invested in WWE because at least they're telling me a fucking story. I'm not getting a fucking story.
Sometimes for too long.
Yes, sometimes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm trying to draw it out, but at least it's a story nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's just random bookings in AEW. Like, why the fuck are they fighting? Like, when did they start beefing? What happened?
You got to go to Twitter like, hold on.
What the fuck did I miss?
They got a whole vignette for it and everything. You're like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Why is CM Punk fighting fucking Penta?
Yeah, wait. Let me go check on Twitter what they said to each other.
Oh, also, shout out to the homie Wheeler Yuta. Shout out to Yuta, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
They're actually telling the story with that one.
I'm gonna be real. I ain't seen shit but his matches, so I don't know what they got cooking. But I worked him in New York, PA, somewhere up north. I don't remember exactly. But man, that's a good kid. I really rock with him. He's really good people. Where can we see your matches? You can go to youtube.com/GameArmourGame and hit the playlist that says wrestling matches. You'll see everything from like day 3 to me wrestling people like Cedric Alexander, Martin Stone, Donovan Dijak, Caprice Coleman.
The governor.
It's on the flyer that I put out. It's on the flyer. All information's on the flyer.
Kurt Stallion.
I'll put the flyer back out for y'all again, so y'all can get all the information off the flyer. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's literally the same name.
Literally, all my things are the same. Every time that I try to brand or rebrand, I try to make it as unified as possible. Because there's a point in time where I was going around and be like, oh, well, youtube.com/Adrian Armour, but if you go to Facebook is this, but if you go to Twitter is this. And I'm like, look, when I do this rebrand, everything's going to be Game Armour Game. That's exactly how it's going to be. So even if you go into Google, all my shit's going to pop up because it's all right there.
You see, how do you feel about part-time wrestlers?
What about them?
I guess your views on.
Oh yeah, because people hate like Brock and all that.
I don't.
Right?
I'm like, shit. He's an attraction. I just don't want to see too much of Brock.
Y'all are just bringing up everything that makes me mad.
I think they're trying to get under your skin.
Okay, part-time wrestlers, I have no problem with. People that talk about part-time wrestlers, I have a problem with. This is why. If you are on a roster, especially one that's weekly televised, and you are considered part-time on that roster, you have put in your time. You have done the work.
Yeah.
You're not to, this is not any, like, actually, this is no disrespect to Ricochet. But if Ricochet's part-time, I have a problem with that. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people are actually just now getting into you. Why in the fuck would you be part-time? But Brock, first of all, love him or hate him, he fucking makes you watch.
Yeah.
Rock, love him or hate him, he makes you watch.
Seen him?
Stone Cold. When that motherfucker actually, now I knew from entrance something else was going to be cooking because I saw them knee braces on. So I knew
they gave it
something was about to pop off. But the second that he actually said this match was going to happen, I have never been so motherfucking glued to the TV in so long. They make you watch. So those part-timers that everybody wants to shit on, now what the company decides to do with them or not is different.
Yes.
I can't say that every part-timer should come in and have a title right off rip.
Right.
But also, depending on who you're working, if Brock come in and runs a program, I don't know why I keep bringing him up, but if he runs a program with Ricochet for the damn IC title that he's got right now,
Yeah.
I'd be like, Brock beating that ass.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck out of him. They actually did a program together, and Brock beat the fuck out of him, and Survivor beat the.
And it's like, what part timer that comes back isn't a multiple time world champion? Yes, I expect every time that they come back, it's gonna be on that kind of level type shit. Because if you come back and you work a program with damn Dominic Mysterio, I'm gonna be very fucking confused.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, don't get Izzy started on Dominic Mysterio.
Actually, no, I've been very nice about him lately.
I'm shocked.
Fuck the kids.
I will say that which Paul brother wrestled? Logan Paul?
Yeah.
He outworked Dominic, so I mean
Logan Paul was good.
Yep.
Look good.
He brought it. No, Logan Paul brought it.
I would have to say he was pretty damn phenomenal.
Yeah,
I agree.
Pretty damn good.
I'm very harsh on any celebrity anything.
I'm pretty shocked at his performance.
And the first thing I honestly completely dismissed Logan Paul and Johnny Knoxville. I was like, that's gonna be throwaway situations. That's cool. Y'all got some money off the pub, whatever.
Absolutely.
I know that my boy McAfee gonna show up because this motherfucker is so invested. He got drunk and bought a ring, and it's in his studio. So I know he's in it. But I will say, both Johnny Knoxville and Paul, they both surprised me.
Yes.
Because I was like, you know what? I was actually entertained with the Jackass match. I knew it wasn't gonna be no wrestling spectacular, so I don't have to judge it off that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm actually very entertained. I'm invested, and fucking Sami Zayn works his fucking.
Shout out to Wee Man. Shout out to
Wee Man
with the body slam.
Little Man
for the body slam.
For the body slam.
Little Man body slam.
No, shout out to Sami Zayn.
Put
himself in the air for that motherfucker. When I saw it, I was like, Wee Man wasn't even all the way turned around. Sammy all the way up in the air already. I was like, whoa. I was like, but that's how you do it right there. You gotta protect everybody involved. That's how you do it. And guess what? It was a moment.
Yeah,
it was a fucking moment.
Remember that one.
Yes.
A little person body slam. We also, in the words of Izzy, a midget body slam.
See, here we go. We're all down. We're all fucking downhill now.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They said, do you think WWE's killing the Street Profits? I think they're about to turn them. They about to turn.
They get turned.
you can see they're going to slowly turn.
How are they? How would that be a thing right now? They just had a Mania match. They had a Mania moment with someone that they're going to put so much pub behind with the other Gable. Why do they get these wrestling ass Gables everywhere?
Yeah.
But I mean, they weren't directly involved, but they were a part of it.
Stevenson.
They get weekly matches. So I mean, just because they're not
they closed
champions,
the show. They closed the show.
They closed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would WWE be killing them right now?
Yeah, they closed the show. I'm like, they don't have to be champs all the time because honestly, their run wasn't that great as a champion. Like,
when you think of the Raw Tag Division, you think of them, RK Bro. Honestly,
Academy.
That's really all I really think of.
And Alpha Academy, but that's it.
But like, I don't even.
They're coming
after that Mania match. I don't even see them in that like title threshold right now.
I get what you're saying.
So yeah, and it's like
it's more Chad.
I know
Gable.
when
it's more Chad
Gable is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's more Chad Gable. Shush. He made that shit a fucking slogan. Shush. So he got people doing that shit.
And I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like,
and they gonna give us that Gable feud right off rip. Just two wrestling ass motherfuckers in the same ring. Like,
let's take my money.
Yeah, I like this Chad Gable.
Don't take a fucking dollar from me.
Better than Shorty G. They wasted our time with Shorty G. This Chad Gable could have been around. This should have been Kurt Angle's son.
Yes.
That's in Jordan.
First of all, I like Jason Jordan.
I do too, but he should not have been Kurt Angle.
I was like, I think we missed the ball right here.
Yeah, they did badly.
You look,
like,
you got
I'm looking at Chad Gable as they talking about Jason Jordan, and I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. Like, y'all are actively trolling us. You have to be.
You serious?
Because we all looking at that's mini Kurt right there.
Him.
Literally give him a milk carton.
They need to get fired.
Who did this? Who thought this was cool?
Who thought this was cool?
Oh, you put the wrong tag partner name on there. That's what you did. You realize they in the same team, but
I'm putting it this way. First of all, you got a tall black man for Kurt Angle's son. And
first thing I asked was, who's the mama?
Yeah,
I was waiting for that.
Lisa Leslie? Who the fuck was his mama? Who the fuck was his mama?
Facts.
Shit. Kurt is not the tallest man. So I'm like, who the fuck was his mama?
That is a fact.
He fucked a WNBA player? Who?
Hey man, life on the road is crazy. You never know who you're gonna run into.
Kurt like the chocolate. That's what it is. Kurt like the dip one dab with the chocolate.
I was like, so y'all just
know we like Chardell, so
they were like,
oh man, don't get started on that. Oh, that was an underrated feud, by the way. Don't get started.
What feud?
Talk about when Booker T and Kurt Angle was going at it, and he said he wanted to fuck Booker T's wife in front of his face.
On some bestiality shit.
Bestiality sex.
Bestiality Tyson.
That's that
like,
wild shit that's missing right now. That's that wild shit that's missing. Yeah. I don't need you to always go to that level. I'm not saying that, but sometimes I just like being shocked by what the fuck is gonna happen, because to me, watching it, being a part of it, being in it, it's like you got to do a bit to kind of like catch me off guard and be like,
I'm like, damn.
Yes.
I'm like,
damn. Whoa,
and I'm not saying I need that all the time, because I think that's where the balance gets thrown off.
Yeah.
I need it when it matters, and I need it when it means the most. And when that happens, and you can cap that or catch lightning in a bottle, as they say, like when you can do that, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know how you got there, you know when to get there, like, okay, you got it. Those that don't, they just try to say whatever. Like I notice now the new thing is just randomly yelling bitch when you need a pop in a promo. And I don't know why. But like Roman Reigns was doing it for a little bit. And I was like, bro, you got them so much in the palm of your hand. You don't need that right now. You don't need that. But he'll just be like, blah, 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 bitch. And I'm like, you weren't even that mad a second ago. Why you got to call him a bitch? How did we get here?
I like Psycho Roman better than screaming Roman. Like he losing his mind type shit. Oh, that's the best Roman. He's so talking so calmly. That's the one that's scary. You like that motherfucker?
The one he did the infomercial when he was being Kevin Owens' ass.
Nah. They start talking to his wife. Now that's shock worthy. Now look, I am your head of the table, and I put the food on the table.
That's good TV.
And see what Kevin made me do to him. See,
why are you challenging me?
I'm like, damn, I feel
this. He used to do shit like that. He stole my whole fucking flow.
Oh, shit.
And I want everyone to know that's watching this or will watch this. Also, if you've watched it and you made it this far, please subscribe to this channel. I don't know what you're doing right now if you've watched this far and you're not subscribed. But
man, y'all help the numbers going up. The numbers keep going up. LaLa keep bringing me people on here, make the numbers shoot up.
People's asses.
That's what we do.
They got Jay saying the profits are better chasing the belts.
Every babyface is.
I'm just saying you having a match every week and taking the L and not winning. I'm like,
oh,
sometimes you gotta take those L's.
Well, okay. So to hit both of those real quick. Every babyface is going to be better when they're chasing the title. That's just what it is. It means more. The fans care for it more. There's something on the line. When you're a babyface and you're not chasing the title, people they immediately say you're mid card. That's what they say because you're not chasing the title and you don't have a program going on. So they're like, oh, you're a mid card guy, and that's what you get labeled as a fan. But the second you start chasing the title, you're now a contender because something is at stake. So every babyface is going to be better when they're chasing the title. Also, if you take an L every week and it doesn't that's just what you do. There are people that made careers off of that.
Dusty?
Not even Dusty, because Dusty had peaks. Fucking Santino Marella had
yeah.
an entire career off of losing. But when he fucking won,
Brooklyn Brawler.
Everyone cared. Brooklyn Brawler. When he won, everyone cared. There wasn't a single person that when it actually hit 3, they were like, wait, what the fuck? He actually what? Like that's the reaction you want out of that.
Zack Ryder, when he won the IC title in it was a ladder match at Mania.
Zack Ryder lost so much. He won a mid-card title, and everyone was like, he won the 16th world championship.
Yep.
So much that they followed him so much after he was not with WWE. There's motherfuckers with internet titles still in their bedroom. That's crazy.
Shout out to Matt Cardona.
And that boy's still working his ass off. It's crazy. He's
he is. Shape. Current NWA champion.
Mae Young was his mama.
Oh.
One in creative hit the wrong Sussan that night of that picture, talking about the Jason Jordan.
Lombardi.
See, like
Brian Myers did it in WWE.
Bro,
Shit.
I didn't give a fuck about losing a match.
He lost.
Just make sure my money right and it makes sense.
Matches in a row.
Y'all know how shocked I was when they were like, we think we're going to put the title on you. I was like, wait, what? Why I ain't doing that out here? Well, you make these people actually give a fuck about this. Oh, well, that makes sense. Because that's not what everybody's worried about. They worried about getting their moves over. They worried about fucking doing all that. Once I really found out that none of that shit fucking matters, I became, I don't want to say a better wrestler, but I became a wrestler that people loved to follow, gave a fuck about when was in the ring, outside of the ring, and I became more profitable because people were actually invested in me and not this bullshit that I'm carrying around. So it's like, once I realized that people gave a fuck more when I would cut a promo on a random girl that's talking a whole bunch of shit, and I just cut a shoot promo right there as I'm beating somebody's ass in the middle of the ring, they care more about that than my 200 super kicks in a 450 and all that kind of shit that could possibly break my damn neck every time I do it. I ain't doing that shit. Not at all. I did one swanton off the top rope to the outside, and half the motherfuckers didn't catch me. I landed right on my back.
Oh.
At District. So it's just straight floor. Yeah. Yeah. And I think
it's on my blog. I don't know.
Adrenaline and all that. I was like, you know what? I'm good. Blah, blah, blah. Pop up, keep doing the joint. But it's like shit like that. Nobody gave a fuck about that. But they gave a fuck about my spine buster when I hit it, because I've spent years of building up actual intention behind it and actual purpose behind it. So when people see it, they know that, oh, Armour's about to crank up to that next level. Like he's about to go to that kind of shit. That's what you build your shit about. Guess what? Anytime somebody does a super kick on TV now, it's like a regular ass move.
Yeah.
It might as well be a punch.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially in AEW, just being honest.
Shawn Michaels' old ass get his foot up there. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, it's a finish. Please don't ask him to do it again.
First of all, he's gonna kick you in the chest, not the face. He's gonna kick you right in the chest.
Every time he throw it now, he's gonna have to be like, I'm sorry.
No.
Get the Bengay. Gotta go. I get the icy hot before we kick that leg up.
That boy need Tiger Bomb. He need
all kind of stuff. I'm just saying, watching like I said, I watched AEW fully, man. Like yesterday, I could count like maybe about 50 super kicks, man. All I heard was super kick, super kick, super kick. Damn, that's all you heard.
How is there not a wrestling promotion out called Super Kick Pro? How has that not happened yet?
Oh.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Wait, is that one out?
Oh, hold on. It's tax season. It could happen very soon.
We might get that. Give people ideas, man.
Yep.
Because all you do is
see it on Twitter in 5 days, and we all gonna have to laugh about it.
I'm gonna like freaking retweet.
Look, I swear we got somebody from WWE watching our shit, because a couple of we did before something, it comes on their TV.
Nefarious.
Nefarious, like Izzy always I'm watching my nefarious means. Here come them all of a sudden Corey Graves. Yeah, no, it was Becky Lynch.
It was Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch interview talking about you won by some nefarious means.
I was
like, get the fuck out of here.
And look, I just got blocked by them because I had used a video or something. So I don't use video no more. I got blocked by them like I get blocked by them all the time. I used to.
The time when it was like the feed was there, I should be glitchy. We were like, oh, we can't talk about y'all.
Yeah, motherfuckers. I'm like, man, y'all, somebody intern watching some shit.
Oldberg.
They watch and hear everything.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
There are times we have lined out stories 6 months in advance. Don't nobody know, but like the inner workings of the promotion. And somehow, detail by detail, whole storylines on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody to the point. Ass child got the cash app. No, this is Vince McMahon. Got Zelled. Sorry, they got Zelled.
It cash app to the point. We would tell people. We would tell other people, "Hey, yo, watch Raw next week. Such and such is gonna happen. Such and such is gonna happen." Same thing would happen. They would hit us up and be like, "Oh, who do you know that's working on the show? Who do you know that's writing?" We're like, "No, we wrote this shit, and it's in our fucking face right now." There's so many things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There are also a lot of workers that go to indie shows and take moves.
Yeah, they said Vince McMahon sent the black limo outside my house. you know you're a gangster.
But my
wife got the blick. We all right?
Facts. You've seen it live in HD. Go back and watch that episode if you haven't already.
Yes, why she had the blick, and that window of that limo would be shattered.
All we're gonna hear is glass breaking. It'd be like, no, it's not so cold, y'all.
You're like, it's Austin. It's Austin. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Wrong with the 9. She got the blick.
I'd be like, Tony, you can actually say you ain't never seen this before. You can say this right now.
Please. If you have access to Facebook, which you do.
Yeah, that shit would be funny. Because a couple times we would talk about something that might be controversial. All of a sudden, my fucking feed start going crazy. Pewter freezing. Oh, one time LaLa just froze. And we like, oh shit, we ain't got her. They got her. Look, Izzy had a fucking car pull up behind his car.
You're like, oh shit.
He heard it.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, oh shit, there's actually a limo right there. I'm like, oh shit.
They're like, hey.
Like, hey, oh shit. Like I'm saying,
just cooking up in there.
We pretty uncensored, uncut. We don't give a shit what we say. No, like, man, every time something controversial, we say something controversial about their product. Some bullshit at.
Y'all don't understand. If you haven't, you can find yourself. It would probably be best if you were slightly inebriated. You'd be
absolutely
immersed. You can go to SoundCloud. You can go to SoundCloud and look up a show called Talking Shit with 2 Eyes. And that was myself and Murder One on our first podcast together.
Oh wow!
Definitely gonna look that up.
And you want to talk about unfiltered and uncut? So much that the only sponsorship that we were vied for was Rap Snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Rap Snacks.
They good though.
And then Rap Snacks tried to shut down one of our streams. So
wow.
How the fuck Rap Snacks?
Matter of fact, you can go to the Twitter. You can go to the Twitter.
How the fuck Rap Snacks? Wait, time out. Time out. You know who they have little Bootsy on fucking Rap Snacks. And you gonna fucking he telling people to show their pussy online for $1,000.
Yep. You can go to the Twitter at shit talking shit with 2 eyes. And the first video is already gonna tell you everything in the world. It's oh, man. That was uncensored for damn sure.
Damn, I have to bring up the dollar bills now. Shit.
And we were like drinking a bottle a episode, so like that also didn't help. Okay, yeah, we out here.
Shit, man. I like my type of podcast, drinking the bottle over.
Woo!
Man, I'm just saying, man. This podcast and stuff, like I had a sponsorship, but I couldn't do it, man. Dude come to me talking about, yeah, we got something called wash your balls or some shit like that, some soap for balls. I'm like, I'm not.
Oh yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah,
I'm about to do that shit. I can't say that shit with a straight face. I can't fucking do. I can't cut
Wash
a
your
promo.
balls?
Watch this Venom and Smoke podcast brought to you by Wash Your Balls.
I'm like, I can't do that and take that shit seriously.
I'll do that
I
shit.
can't do that, man.
I'll do that.
I can't
Wash your balls. The best soap for washing your balls.
I would just cut a promo on stank balls.
I'm like, man, I couldn't do it.
I would cut a full promo on stank ass balls.
You know what? You can do it because I remember you had conversations because that's when I had discovered, and Adrian, you could chime in on this too, that wrestling fans was coming out there smelling stank.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh wait, Adrian, where you going?
Don't go to your local wrestling event smelling like musty balls.
I did not find out.
Wash your balls.
I didn't find out until like the end of last year. I said, wait a minute, Jesus, what?
Man,
Please wash your balls before going to the
We
wrestling.
going there right now?
Adrian, listen, I just found this out because I come in there, I be smelling cute. And
man, you understand? I went to Raw down here. They had somebody smell like a bushel of onions and ash. So I'm like,
okay, hold on. I got y'all right here. Wrestling fans. I know I've shit on y'all a lot during this whole episode.
Who cares?
It's okay.
But I'm offering some advice. Get some shit like this. This right here. That's all you need. Stop buying them $40 t-shirts and go to Costco and spend that $40 with this.
And goddamn it,
and get some body wash.
Degree,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We do not speak for degree.
Degree want to sponsor
This is not a sponsor post.
It's not a sponsorship post.
This is matter of fact. This is not a sponsor post.
Yeah, there we go.
I will say,
sponsorship post.
It is sponsored by Adrian Armour to make sure you don't smell like ass when you're walking around enjoying your festivities. If you're going to drink, you know you're going to sweat, which means you're going to smell like booty sweat. And we ain't about that unless it's Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
if man. You have this, use it.
Not many people now on
please.
Shout out 23.
I just said, there are too many people know about what you were talking about, the booty sweat. That's what I'm with you. Al Pacino, shout out to Al Pacino.
Yeah, man, I met him at my shoot job when I was still working at Atlanta.
Man, that shit is hilarious.
He randomly pulled up and he thought I was with a group of other bartenders that worked at the same spot. And he thought he was like showing out for us because we had all just came from a Braves game. We're like, oh, let's stop by work, get a couple drinks, and then we'll split out. And we left the Braves game, came there. He was sitting at the bar drinking on 1942 with his crew. And and like we were chilling. And one of my bartenders that I worked with was a very attractive white woman. So he was like, hey, come on over here. I'll buy you a shot, blah, blah. And she was like, well, you're not going to buy a shot for me and not buy a shot for my people. So he buys everybody shots in 1942. He doesn't realize that I'm one of the bar leads at that spot. So I just go over there and I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. Like, I'll spill this later or I'll comp this off later. Like, you ain't got to charge him for this round. Like, I got it. But he's over here like still buying rounds. Like, he's impressing us. And then by the end of the night, his security was talking to me and he was like, hey man, you're a big ass dude. Like, you want to go on the road with us? And we do mainstay in Tennessee. That's not too far of a drive. He was like, or you could just chill out with us. We'll pay you. And I'm like, wait a minute, huh? I was like, you must be drunk. I'm just chilling right now. And he was like, no, I don't drink when he drinks. And I was like, oh, okay. Yo, gave me 500 bands right off rip, just right there. And was like, just chill with us for the rest of the night.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Yo, Pots, what's in the cup is As big as about 51. That's my actual look. That's my actual father. That's my actual pops. So
Okay,
he
Chuck,
watches the
what's
show.
What's good, pops?
He's a they call him the legend.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Lord,
I like
you
that.
missed him.
Listen,
You missed him
Jesus.
last week. He was in rare form. That's where I get it from. People say, "Where you get your reckless mouth?" Right there.
Man, speaking of
Man,
stank, it was
somebody
somebody
was
at
like,
Mania smell like, ooh.
I believe it.
It be like that, and you
I
be
believe
wondering
it.
why.
"Look, Pops will get a bigger pop than me. The legend is in the house. See, look, the legend is in the house." The last week we talked about how I found his little stash,
Oh.
and then
shout out to 80s porn.
And then also he found out. I give the story of what he found out what the throat goat was. So we had to go through that story, and I got to tell him what it was. He said, "The lady told me I was a throat goat. She was a throat goat."
Okay.
And I said, "He said, what does that mean?" I had to tell him what it was.
Shout out to the goats in the world. We all appreciate you.
Then last week I found out he had 4 more since we had that conversation. So, hey, Pop the legend. Still going.
Shout out to the legend.
Still going. Still going. Look, throat goats.
All
right. Well,
we're gonna make that be a shirt. That's gonna be the next shirt, throat goats.
I might buy it. I might buy it and wear it.
Throat goats and pierced nipples. That was the theme of last week's show. And look, as soon as I say throat goats and pierced nipples, the numbers just went up on the views. That motherfuckers.
If anything, make it a damn car decal or something. Like that is genius. That is marketing gold to a finest. And this is just in the background. This is the ad for it right here. Have you ever had 2 things that you align with so much? 2 things that can change your whole day. 2 things that can be life-changing.
Is this an infomercial?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
When you run into a throat goat with pierced nipples.
Nothing's better.
That's for y'all. That has no affiliation of me or where I am in my life.
Wait, I gotta take the. God damn it, Pops. Well, I gotta make an appearance at the CEO of Venomous podcast. Maria, Mo Jefferson does not represent what Mo Young is about to say. Thank you.
Bye, boss.
Oh, come on, Pops. You just shit though people down.
Okay. All right. The legend. We may have to have a conversation, okay?
He's in Atlanta. So he's out there around the way. And make you say, damn, that hurt.
Okay. Thank you, Anthony.
Okay, I don't know how we go from 4 throat goats at the same time to back to wrestling. That's an interesting segue. But we'll go back to wrestling.
Well, hopefully never mind. We're not gonna go there. All right.
Sure we can.
So this is gonna be my closing question because I do have another call to jump on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
A little while ago, but I've enjoyed myself. So
thank you.
What finisher have I taken that? Dijak's fucking that fucking thing that Dijak does.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's what did he call it?
I forgot.
But it's like torture rack into a go to sleep.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Boom and boom.
So first of all, once again, I'm wrestling a guy that is taller than most people that I've ever worked. So when he has me up in the rack, I'm looking up and I'm like,
Jesus.
Help.
And I know I'm about to get back flipped around and eat a knee to my face, but I won't be able to see it because I'm looking up.
Mm-hmm.
So the only time I'm gonna see it to be able to judge where it's gonna be on my face is when it's there. And man, oh man, he turned me over, and before I could even think about it, I was like, "Well, yeah, you gotta pin me. This is the end. This is it right here. I ain't kicking for nothing." Now
go home.
It was safe. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But boy, oh boy, that shit blew my fucking mind. That's probably the only time where I've been like truly rocked by something. Besides when Sabu threw a chair at me. That shit was different.
Ooh.
Yeah, when Sabu... I saw that shit coming, and I was like, huh? Ow!
You want a grandma?
Somebody help! Like, that chair hit the shit out of me. But Sabu's still cool, though. He throw them punches, though. You could tell he an old head, been in the streets of wherever the fuck they do the shit that Sabu does to stay as shredded as he is right now.
Yeah, he's still shredded to be an old guy.
That is a big fact. But everybody, I've enjoyed myself greatly. You guys run a very nice ship around here.
Want to go on the sports show, man.
So,
we'll send you the link.
I'll get on the sports show. I'll get on the sports show and school y'all a little bit. I may end up accidentally becoming y'all's insider though, so I'll have to kind of stay buttoned up on some things that are happening.
Course.
But
understand, we go 6 Eastern, 5 Central tomorrow. So man, I'll send you the link. Hop on if you can.
Okay, yeah, I'm with the shits. Hey yo, if you are still watching this video right now on YouTube and you are not subscribed, you are at this point you're asinine. I don't understand how you watch this much of a video and not be subscribed to the channel because obviously you are already watching the product. So hit the subscription button, hit the like button, follow all these people because I mean, come on, this has been one of the most entertaining shows that I've been on in quite some time. So I've enjoyed myself. I hope everybody else has enjoyed themselves. Anyone that's watching this, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you're not, it's probably because I hurt your feelings. So if that's the case, go fuck off anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
Boom.
I appreciate y'all. I'm out of this bitch.
All right, thank you, brother. Thank you. That's Adrian Armour, man. Thank you for coming on. He was great. Another great person. Another great person. He's always welcome back. Look, we gotta get Murder and him on here at the same time.
Oh my God.
With the hierarchy on here. Same time. We calling for it. I'm gonna make it happen. LaLa make it happen. Gotta get them both here on the same time.
That show's gonna be 4 hours, man, and I'm gonna love it.
Yes. I hope I'm off the next day for work. I'm like, look, I'm sorry.
We need to get the hierarchy on here at the same time. That's it.
Absolutely.
Look, you're bringing premium entertainment for y'all, man. So y'all share this, like, subscribe, also follow Adrian on all his Game Armour game.
Go look at the flyer, people.
Look at the flyer.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the YouTube page, Game Armour Game. You see it. Y'all follow it, like, subscribe. He's on IG under the same name, Twitch. Yes. Oh, he's on all that.
So go follow him.
Follow him.
If you have a Twitch, his Twitch be lit. I'm going to YouTube for that show.
I want the hierarchy. You hear me? I want the hierarchy.
Bring on, AJ.
Bring them.
Bring Murder.
Bring them now.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, bring the hierarchy.
I just hope I'm off the next day. I'm off the next day.
Oh yeah, I'm going to YouTube for that show with a fifth of Henny.
There you go.
Rampage airs at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Texas
I thought it was last week that aired 7 p.m. Is this week?
Why didn't they just leave that one for Battle of the Belts? I don't get it, but okay, they're trying to get ratings.
Okay.
I mean, that's how
we're gonna get to it though, Vic.
It's like
we're gonna get to it,
before I clock out. So
we gotta.
No, we're gonna talk about AEW.
Yeah, we will.
Oh yes.
So, Izzy, what did you do to get back in Facebook jail? Probably call somebody an asshole or something.
No, I actually said that somebody was unintelligent.
Oh wow!
No expletives, no nothing, just unintelligent. and they got me for harassment. Whatever. Fuck
I
Facebook.
guess, man, I forgot. SmackDown takes from last week. It takes from that. It was, yeah.
Okay.
Another round of drowsy promo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Going to Raw, which was much better. Raw was.
Yeah, let's go to Raw.
Yeah, let's
Raw
go to
was
Raw. For
Let's
what?
go to Raw.
Here you go, look. Fireworks. Fucking fireworks, damn it. Fireworks.
Fireworks.
That's all you heard.
Cody coming out. Fireworks.
Fireworks. Cody.
Yep.
Cody had the most fireworks I've ever seen.
I'll tell you what, that segment with The Miz was excellent.
Yes. Yes, I can give him that. That's why I like Miz. Talking. Don't like Miz, but I like him talking. It was great. It's a great segment.
I'm gonna call it though, and it could be a shot in the dark. I could see a 3-way happening in SummerSlam. Is Miz, Seth, and Cody.
Yeah.
Which would be interesting.
Not main event, but it's gonna be in there. And don't put that shit in the kickoff either.
It's interesting.
Oh hell no way that's the kickoff.
Is anybody as red hot as Seth Rollins right now? I just said he is over big time. Like
Miz with the drip.
People just don't even care about his matches anymore. People just want to see Seth walk out and do that dance, that new rhythm dance.
Me and LaLa were going back and forth on Raw, and most of them cats looked good.
Yep.
Yes.
They were on point.
Miz came out here looking like he's about to go speak at somebody's funeral after the show.
I like Miz.
Even Almas looked good.
Yes. Whoever his tailor was a patient.
They finally got him a good suit.
Yes.
Yes.
So I like the whole Raw. Raw is building stars. They need to get some of those stars to SmackDown because SmackDown is nobody. Damn, Cody couldn't come into SmackDown?
No.
Even though he's being advertised for the show in Baton Rouge that I might be going to. No. Cody is going to SmackDown in Baton Rouge.
I mean, probably for a dark match.
No, it's not a dark match.
Or confront Roman.
He's advertised for the show.
When is that show?
But
I think
to confront Roman, that's too. In
the end of April. I think the end of April or something like. I gotta look. It's coming though. It's all over my shit. Like,
but it's too quick for him to. I know he wants the title, but it's too quick.
Not yet. He already know.
They just probably just gonna put Cody on board. They're about to end the fucking brand split. Just end the shit.
That's what they're trying. That's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do that.
Please end the brand split because I don't have enough stars to split two shows. Because SmackDown is suffering.
The brand split. If there's a petition out there, I use my name, my government name, my other aliases if I have to.
Seth is the Joker 2.0. He should be the next Joker in the Batman movie.
Yes, he should.
He's actually good. He's funny at this because you know you're supposed to boo him. You know you're supposed to hate him, but he just so fucking funny.
You can't boo the man.
That dance, right? They come out there with that dance, and I'm like, oh man, this dude is. I just want to say, people in Detroit, y'all gotta get on beat, man. Like y'all y'all missed the cue. You gotta wait for his hands to go up to start there. Not yet. Y'all going too fast. Detroit, come with it. Like you gotta wait to it. You gotta wait for it. Then you do it. He wasn't even in the middle of the dance. He had to tell him, no.
No, not yet.
Not yet. But another Cody match. Cody was good. I like the story between MVP and Omos. I like that. But I wish they would have just brought them all together and it'd have been a dominant faction instead of breaking them apart.
Yeah.
Bring Omos to the fold. I don't like Bobby as a face, but they got him as
Bobby's a face sucks. Sorry.
He's the number one. He's the number one face. Cody's number 2 for now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta go what you got. You gotta do what you gotta do with it. But Raw was, like I said, it was entertaining. It was very entertaining. Like
it wasn't bad.
Fireworks. That's all you need to know. Fireworks. It was it was better than SmackDown. And
yes,
a year ago, I wouldn't. I'd have bet my whole house on that it would have never happened. But it's better than SmackDown now. Okay.
Oh,
Down to the ass portion of this show. NXT 2.0. This ass everywhere.
I mean, it was.
Cameron Grimes and Solo Uso had a good match.
That was,
I wish they'd have had show the damn interests. They keep playing Solo.
Yes, come on.
Show the interest. Come on now.
By making Bobby look like a bitch. Yeah, he
and the Usos getting the tag belts.
Yes.
Yeah. And I forgot to talk about that. You know, we forgot to talk about the main event, the Street Profits versus the Usos. It was a great match to close the show.
It was.
They need to have more. They need to have more of those matches.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't see WWE burying the Street Profits. I see them how they jumped in the end of the ring to hit Riddle. They're about to turn. They're about to turn. That's the second time they've done that. A lot of people don't realize the second time they did jump and hit Riddle.
I'll be waiting like they're gonna turn.
It's turning. And I think they're gonna line themselves an MVP. I don't know why. I just had that feeling.
No, it's happening. Remember that picture they took with Street Profits? That shit went viral. Oh, that's coming.
Speaking of coming,
all they need now is I don't know, for Bobby to turn back, because they needed like a main event person.
Oh, have Gable Stevenson turn
or something like that. They need a main event person to do it, because Omos is like a mid Carter. That's all I see him. Fucking mid Carter.
Yep. Sorry, but yeah.
He's like the backbone. He's the backbone. So
like the hired muscle. He is Diesel to Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Diesel had a main card run, but it was like
Veer squashing Dominic.
Oh yeah, Veer killing Dominic.
Oh my God,
that was beautiful.
Somebody get Veer a Head and Shoulders endorsements
immediately.
I like Veer, man. Veer is the man, bro. Veer choked him out. Fuck that kid was a person.
And Veer, don't talk. Veer, you don't have to talk.
Stay silent. Be silent like your friend on.
Built to the tag titles was great. The only thing was missing was the Usos. Debo the belts from RK Bro and said, if you want them, you know where to find them.
That's true.
That's pretty much what they did. That's pretty much what they did, though.
No, he's talking about like
taking the belts.
They
did take the belts.
They didn't take them. They didn't take them. We don't know if they took. We don't know. They cut it too fast, so we don't know if they still have the belts. Because I would have took the belts and they'd be come meet us on SmackDown.
Come to SmackDown. You want your belts? Come get them.
That would have been that. That's what I think Daryl's saying. I see if they feature in Devil Omos, no one would hire him. Tony Khan would, because it's WWE.
I don't think they're not ready to give up on him just yet.
They're not go. Jason, stop hating. Hush.
The most diabolical. Diabolical.
If you hate me down.
A diabolical hater, Jason. With the victory music. That's what you get. And hold them shits hostage. They need that, man. And like I said, just give the Usos, the bloodline, all the belts for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In the brand split. End it.
I mean, at least Naomi had the tag title, so it's like, okay, good.
Yeah. Now all they need is Solo to get one, and now all the bloodline members will have a belt.
And we all complete. Just put Sasha in there too, because she cool with the bloodline, you know.
They just fucked over Solo with this, even though it's trick.
That was bullshit. Oh my God, that was bullshit.
Oh yeah, that beat's not over.
I see what they're doing. I see though, but you watch out, LaLa. Watch out! You can do. You will be future.
It will be a riot if I get future endeavor. It will be a riot.
LaLa's bringing ratings and talent here. So you'll be future endeavor before LaLa. I had to take the glasses off. You'll be future. You'll be fired, you damn hater. You'll be fired.
It will be a riot if I get future endeavor.
Who's going to fire Pierre's nipples? Kill me. Like, y'all would literally kill me If I did that, we would have no ratings. We'd be at 0 ratings. People wouldn't watch it.
By the way, are there gauges or are they rings?
They're not gauges. They like the one that they want to go through.
Gauges.
I can't do rings because I tried to do rings, but that shit hurt.
Gauges.
2 balls.
There you go, people. I asked the provocative questions. The gauges.
With the 2 balls.
Yeah. No, they're actually skulls.
Ooh.
They're black with skulls.
Broken skull.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Broken Skull Ranch. Because you buy Broken Skull Ranch.
Did you just say skulls? Okay.
Yeah.
I tried the rings, but that shit hurt.
Nobody trying to see docs. Nobody trying to see docs. No. Don't bring Eric into this.
I'll no longer be the advocate for the unofficial.
See, y'all don't understand. You guys make this show so fucking great.
Y'all make it fun. I'm just saying. Ooh, man, but NXT, they like I said, I wanted Solo to win, but I knew they wasn't gonna give it to him. That'd have been the best thing to do. Cause I know we gotta give Cameron Grimes a run with it, and Carmelo Hayes gotta get his rematch.
Yeah, Solo's gonna be the chaser.
Eventually, he's gonna get the belt. I think he's gonna go called up. I think he's gonna get called up. I think he's gonna be one to get called up.
Yeah,
you're gonna make him lose. Look, I see it coming. Look, they're gonna keep making him lose, and then Roman gonna be like, "All you had to do was come to me." Why did you come to me?
You gonna see him in the bathroom.
That's
all you had to do was come to me. You would have been NXT champion. You want to do it by yourself, Solo. You can't do it by yourself. You need me. I am your head of the table. I'm your tribal chief.
Food for the family.
Yes.
I'm your tribal chief.
I'm weak. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
I can see the Usos looking at him like, bro, why you didn't tell him something? Like, why you didn't say
exactly?
Oh, yeah. We gonna just lump AEW together. We got you.
We're going there, Vic. We're
going
gonna get there.
Put. Don't run away now.
Eric the advocate.
I forgot. Eric is the advocate now.
Yes, he's the advocate.
He's
the advocate.
He's always advocating for somebody on Friday. So I said, Eric, you gotta do the praying hands.
You gotta do the praying hands and have that wicked look on your face. You gotta look up while you pray. I don't know what it is, but like Paul Heyman has this wicked look on his face. I'll be like, bro.
But I enjoyed NXT 2.0. I really enjoyed it this week. I enjoyed it. You know, Toxic Attraction being Toxic Attraction.
Yep, they did their thing. Nikita Lyons getting fucked up
as a champion. I like Randy Rose as a champion.
I said it again. Mandy Rose is legit.
I'm gonna give it to her because that girl went through hell many times. She had her title on the line. This bitch don't ever miss. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave her alone. I want that.
They are best for business. I think they realized they made a mistake when they took the belts off them. Them with the belts is like the bloodline with the belts. It's best for fucking business. And it's best for my eyes.
You knew when Natalya was there and Core J was going to get smacked. You knew it.
I knew that. I was just waiting for it. I was like, girl, stop crying. Come on.
I'm laughing because she did the fucking Liv Morgan cry. Because I'm so happy I inspired you. And pow, punch in the face.
Pow.
I was like,
way to go, Nat. Way to go, Daddy. I'm like,
and who the fuck was that chick challenge Natty? Who the fuck was that?
I forgot her name. She was trying to be in the Diamond Mine, but Ivy yoked her up after they were trying to do the Dusty Cup match. And I forgot her name.
Exactly. Who the fuck was that bitch?
The new girl. She was trying to be in the Diamond Mine. It didn't work.
Man, your boy got thrown in the front row from Jacket Time.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. You know what? That was like that pretty girl in the audience was like, "Don't." That was her fault.
Bruh.
She just
here. Yeet.
She always saw with the pretty girl in the audience. I forgot her name. And she just pointed to the audience. And
that boy said,
Wham.
And threw it on the PC Kid.
I haven't seen that shit since Bam Bam Bigelow threw Spike Dudley into the fucking ECW arena.
ECW, baby.
And they had him crowd surfing. See, they didn't get crowd surfing. They didn't crowd surf him. He hit that shit. They called him. He should have made him crowd surf. Should have passed him to the back. It'd have been better.
I mean, I hope he's okay. Yeah,
Do you think Braun Breaker's being overexposed a little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm liking this feud with Gacy. I'm liking this feud
because
of Gacy. He is acting like a serial killer. His last name is Gacy.
He's acting like a fucking serial killer. Like John Wayne Gacy. Shit on. I said, "Oh my God, you okay, son?"
No. Joe Gacy's
a friend on his last name. They're making him more serial killer like.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was wondering where this was going. And I'm saying he's becoming a demented self, kind of like Doink the Clown. Kind of like when Doink was demented. A lot of people used to happy go lucky Doink.
Oh no, I remember that one.
Demented Doink.
I remember Doink as Crazy Doink. Yes.
Yeah, Crazy Doink was the best Doink.
Yes.
And people was like, okay, he's this guy here talking about PC culture and all this stuff, and now it's turning dark. You're like, oh shit.
He burned the Hall of Fame ring and then put it back on, and I said,
oh damn. I'm like, oh damn.
I mean, I know that's not, the actual dad's ring. They had to get a replica. But
yeah.
Damn.
But they got billions of them. Vince.
Yeah, they got something lying around somewhere. Like, here, kid, burn this one. Yeah. Nobody knows.
Markel moved up. I know, but it didn't make no sense to take the belt off. It makes sense, though.
It did. It did not make no sense. I don't know. What would
they Raquel Rodriguez. Who the fuck is that?
Here's the thing. No,
who the fuck is that?
It's like, I think it's the reason why it's like it's name branding issues. So she probably trademarked her name. I don't know.
Her name changed from Rena Gonzalez to Raquel Gonzalez. Now it's Raquel Rodriguez. She was a different person when she came in. Then because you remember when she was in the Mae Young Classic, she was like a big ass Texan.
Yeah.
And then her name was Rena. Then it turned to Raquel Gonzalez. So what branding issues? Probably
her last name is Rodriguez. I don't know.
She look like a fucking Rodriguez. Just like they changed Legado guy name to Del Toro or some shit like that.
Yep.
It means bull cross. His name means fucking bull cross. Cruz Del Rio, some shit like that. What's his name? Mendoza. He's no longer named Mendoza.
He's no longer named Raul Mendoza.
Del Toro. His name is Del Toro.
And I've been calling this kid Mendoza.
It's not Mendoza. His name changed. The other one is still Wild. Joaquin Wild is still his for now, but his name is.
Oh my God.
Del Toro. Something Del Toro. I think it's Cruz Del Toro, some shit like that.
All right. Well, I guess Electra gonna be next.
They're not gonna change it. You bet not. That's a perfect name for her. Don't you change it.
Leave Electra alone.
Oh, did you saw her? Oh, yeah, she was smoking hot.
She looked like somebody's fine ass Thea from a barbecue. Fine ass Thea over here.
Did she get into it with your girl though? She got into it with your girl. It was with
the country girl. I know he's talking about
the country chick.
Yeah.
They go.
Look, she snuffed her. Bow, hit him. Bow, right in the face. I'm like, oh shit, NXT is starting.
It's gotten wild.
Let it go.
NXT gone wild. NXT 2.0 gone wild.
That was nothing like when Roman tossed Dominic Mysterio.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But Von Wagner literally tossed the guy in the fucking
crowd. He threw him into the fucking crowd. He didn't hit a crash mat like fucking Dominic. Mysterio. He hit a crowd. The best one was Bam Bam Bigelow throwing Spike. Because I've never seen anybody get thrown that fucking far in my life.
Thank you. I was going to say he got thrown the distance, man.
It was a distance. He was in the middle of the crowd. He didn't get thrown in the front row. He got thrown in the middle of the damn crowd.
He got thrown a good 5-6 rows in. Good 5-6 rows in.
What didn't like was when last lesson laid out.
That shit was great. Now we know that shit ain't over.
I'm just mad I couldn't get the other camera angle. I wanted the other. Cut the camera too. Damn it. Cut the camera too.
Where was camera two? It's only the two ladies, is Nikita and the interview girl, and that's it.
Cut to another camera view. What was the cameraman doing when she kicked her out? What was he doing?
And I like Flash's attitude. This ain't over. Oh hell no!
I love the attitude, but the caveat on it: where was the fucking cameraman? Look down. Where's the fucking cameraman?
Who's talking about look down? I'm like, wait, what?
I'm just saying, listen, she had the split with the thigh. Look, the thigh was out. The thighs were out. It was thighs out Tuesday. Damn thighs was out. So when she kicked in the face, you know the legs were. I couldn't be the cameraman. I'd have been like, fuck what Last Legend is saying. This is what the people want to see.
I think the cameraman was on break.
What was he doing?
He had to take a phone call. He was probably on break.
He was not on break because he was filming Last Legend. Okay, I get it. It was a big moment. But that was a bigger moment.
No, he probably just filmed her and then, he didn't.
He got kicked in the face, and then all you see on the ground knocked out. On thighs out Tuesday.
And last but not least, the Creed brothers got screwed. What the fuck?
I actually like that.
Pretty deadly.
I actually like that. That makes
people were leaving when they were awarded the titles.
Oh,
people were leaving. Watch the very end of that match, and people were leaving.
But you know how much heat that British tag team about to get?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's why they did it. That's why they did it. Because if the Creed brothers win, who cares about that English tag team?
Okay, who cares?
Who cares about Pretty Deadly? Who cares about them? Now you got a reason to hate them, even though I hate what they fucking wear. I fucking hate what they fucking wear. I'm like, what in the fucking Velveteen Dream is this bullshit?
It's giving. I like it.
It's what?
It's giving.
What the fuck is the neck?
Giving what?
What the fuck
are they giving?
They're beautiful. Like
they suck.
No, they don't.
Long and flowing hair.
Yeah,
looking like your boy off of fucking Shrek. You look like Prince Charming off of fucking Shrek. Coming out there.
They need a head and shoulders endorsement too.
I'm supposed to take him fucking serious. Coming out with his shirt cut off, got the turtleneck cut off, and then the middle and the back. That's all it is. It's a fucking turtleneck with the fucking back, the torso.
I like them though.
What is it? Like what is that shirt?
They're different.
Do you call it a shirt? What do you call it?
It's a crop
I don't know what the fuck you call it.
It's
Neck on thing? I don't know what you call it.
It's a crop top, Fred. Just the shirt.
It's not a crop top because the whole front is gone. It's
no, it's not. It's Jesus. I'm trying to explain, but you laugh. I thought it was a crop top.
Oh, what the fuck is it, man? What the fuck is it, man?
It's a crop top, Fred. It's a crop top.
What is it?
A crop top.
I can't take that serious. I can't take a man in a crop top seriously.
I will say this. There's going to be a nice payoff for the Creed
because
brothers.
they're the ones who attacked the Creed brothers too. So it's like, yeah, this is about to be interesting. Not only they attacked them, because remember,
the Creed brothers were going off. They were going off. They're going to be the next good tag team. Don't fuck it up, friends. Do not call them another name when they get called up. Do not. They're the fucking Creed brothers, and don't you change it.
We gonna wake up to another day. Don't worry. We gonna wake up to another day. Be like
the Johnson boys, shit like that. Watch.
Oh God, the Bivens boys.
Yeah, so
the Bivens men.
Just saying, you can't be walking around with crop tops and floral shirts and all kind of shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? First of all, with the blonde hair, I'm like, what the fuck is it? Is it a woman? Is it a fucking? I thought it was a lesbian. I thought it was a tall lesbian.
No, that's a man with platinum hair, platinum blonde hair.
I'm like, they're doing intergender tag team matches?
No, oh my God, no. Log off, Bo. Log off.
I thought they were doing. I'm like, they're doing intergender. What the fuck is this?
They're pretty deadly.
They're pretty fucking weak.
No, they're not.
Pretty fucking weird.
Pretty fucking stupid.
Oh my god! Just
damn, you don't like them that bad? Tell them how you really feel.
Oh my god!
I was just rooting for the Creed brothers.
I mean, like,
but they want you to. They want you to be invested in the Creed brothers. So it's gonna be.
I am invested.
Cause like I understand why they gave it to him because
I get it, but
you need heat on them. Listen, LaLa, the people. This is not a crop top, LaLa. I found the problem.
I thought it was a crop top.
No, the chest is out. His nipples are out. It's not a crop top.
Oh, here we go again with nipples.
It stops here. There we go. This is not a crop top, LaLa.
Oh shit!
This is not a crop top.
I thought you were talking about the other outfit he was wearing. Sorry.
No. I'm talking about the one he wrestled in. It's not a fucking crop top.
I don't know what that is.
What you call it. Stop defending him, goddammit. I don't know what you call it. How you gonna have long sleeves on and your nipples out? You gotta pick a battle. You can't be cold and hot. What the fuck, man?
Pick your battles.
Pick your fucking battle, man.
Pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle, goddammit. What the fuck is this?
Pick a struggle.
It came out and wrestled. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who approved this shit?
We are pretty deadly. I was like, okay, boo. You're pretty deadly. Okay, boo.
I'm finally glad they let Last Legend do something besides run them out. She did run them out after she kicked in the face. They needed the AEW overview camera. Yes, they did.
You still beefing about they wearing
blouse? Fuck the cameraman. They're wearing blouse. I don't know what you call that. It's not a blouse because
no, I think he talking about the blouses that when they came in there to do the number pick. But
who cares about that? I'm talking about what they wrestled in. That's not a fucking blouse. I don't know what the fuck you call it. I don't know what it is. I'm fucking creeped out by it. WWE, fix that. That's what you need to rebrand. Fix that. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Pretty fucking whack. You better stop doing that on Facebook, Jay, before you be in fucking jail.
Oh my god.
I just want to know, what is it? Can somebody tell me what kind of shirt is that with the nipples out? I need to buy my wife one.
Oh my
I'm just saying.
Oh my god, my head hurt for laughing. Oh Lord.
That's not a shirt. I know what a crop top is. A crop top stops at right here about mid.
I was thinking you was talking about what the outfits they wore to
the shirt stops here, LaLa.
They pick their number. But you talking
Thank
about
God they don't have pierced nipples. Because I'd have been really gross. What the fuck? Somebody, anybody, tell me what that shirt is.
I think it's just the wrestling gear.
It's not a wrestling gear.
It sucks.
What the fuck is it?
They're different. It's artistic.
It's artistic garbage. Oh, come on, LaLa. Come on.
You thought it was a crop top, but you didn't realize
that.
No, I didn't realize. No, the things that I did not know what you was talking about. I thought you was talking about the outfits they wore when they was
no. I'm talking about the wrestling gear. It stops. It's a clavicle shirt because that's where it stops at that fucking clavicle.
Yeah, it's a clavicle.
Now, LaLa,
there we go.
If they went like this, okay. That's Spartacus, by the way. Yeah. For those who don't know.
Spartacus.
If they wore something like that, okay, but that was garbage.
Come on, they can't wear nothing like that. They look soft in the face. They look like Fabio and shit.
You know what? I just thought about Spartacus around that time when Mans came in there and fucked the whole shit up, and the other girl was like, "Girl, I'm going. I don't know about y'all. I'm leaving." She left.
I was looking at this. I can't get down with this. I can't get jiggy.
I was looking at their hair. It was all flowy.
I can't get jiggy with. Then it's long sleeve, so you're gonna just let your chest have to be cold, the chest and back cold, but your arms it can't be cold. What the fuck, man? Take that shit off. It's the only problem that irked me to my core. Like, I was weirded the fuck out watching that match. I want him off the TV. I want him to take this shirt off. Take it. I can't even call it a shirt. Take that rag off. I don't know what you want to call it. I was fucking weirded out.
Oh my god.
He said shoulder warmers. It was something. Maybe they got arthritic shoulders and hands, arms, and whatever. Maybe that's what they got to wear for doctor's orders. I don't know, but get rid of it. I don't like it. Don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. But everything else I was good with. I was bothered by the ring gear. Ring gear bothered me. It bothers me to my core. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm sorry, it did. That was utter garbage that they wore.
Nah, I don't even see Tyler Breeze and Fandango wearing nothing like that. I think
No,
they out
did
Tyler
not.
Breeze and Fandango like that.
They had on the furry vest?
Yeah, that was them. I don't know what you call that. I have never seen a shirt like that. And then they wrestled in the shit. That was impressive right there. You wrestled in some shit that's cutting off the circulation from your shoulders. That's great.
They didn't rip.
That's what probably would have happened. I'm gonna say that. Their shirt ripped before they came out of there. So they just say, fuck it. I don't care if they have flamboyant characters. I just don't know what the shirt is. Somebody just tell me what the shirt is and I'll be fine. What the purpose of it? I'll be fine. What is it protecting?
Their arms.
I've never seen shooting sleeves with a neckline. I have never seen that before in my life. That's the best way I can describe it. But NXT 2.0 was good. We can go to AEW and the bloodbath at Rampage. You know, so bad. Bloodbath. That I told you was going to happen. You know why they talk about Rampage? Because I told you what Wheeler Yuta was going to do last week before it happened. I said he's going to join. He joined it. I said I seen it. So I told you I seen it. Spoiler. I told you don't watch Rampage because hey, guess what? Wheeler Yuta is joining the Blackpool Combat Club with their NWO shirts. NWO Wolfpack.
Oh my God. I see them. I'm like, why? What are we doing?
But like I said, I liked the match. The match was great.
It was a very good match.
I like the match between Moxley and Yuta. It was a great damn match. That's the best thing that's going with AEW today for me is that whole little trinity that's going on.
And wait, Kingston out here throwing flat screen TVs at Jericho.
Oh shit, that's good too.
On site,
yes.
I said it was a great match. He said, but it was. I said it was a great match.
No, it was a great match.
It was a great match.
It was a good match.
On site.
I told y'all.
We're not shitting on the match.
It was a great match.
It had
the best thing going for it, and the Jericho Kingston feud. Everything else at AEW is fucking trash. I'll go that way. I watched it. I watch AEW, but there's the Kingston Jericho feud and the stuff that's going on with the Blackpool Combat Club. Everything else is fucking trash.
No, I like the
like SmackDown just has the SmackDown just has the bloodline and everything else is fucking trash.
The only thing that was hilarious when Keith Lee threw freaking Hobbs through the fucking wall. I said, damn. Damn.
Nice. Oh, that was nice.
The only thing was like Keith.
Shout out to Ricky Starks from New Orleans on Ricky Starks.
This is like his sixth hometown because he always claims it's somewhere to be his hometown. I'm like, sorry. Pick a struggle.
Pick a hometown, damn it.
Pick a hotel, sorry.
Pick a hometown.
Finishing maneuver is a New Orleans move. Rochambeau is a New Orleans nut. That's a New Orleans thing. That's a New Orleans word. So he's from here.
Okay. He looked like, I kid you not.
Like one of them Creoles.
How in the blue fuck is Penta losing to CM Punk?
Child, I was trying to figure out.
Garbage.
I was trying to figure that shit out.
That pissed me off.
Come on.
Done.
And he got pinned off of only one GTS. Yeah. Come on.
I was pissed.
Explain this to me.
I'm being real with you. I was about to turn it
off. I was pissed.
I was about to turn it off. I would have threw a bottle at CM Punk if I was in the Lakefront Arena. If I was at the Lakefront Arena, I was going to get a bottle and I was going to hit him right in the head.
Me and LaLa were talking at the beginning of that match. If Penta loses to CM Punk, there's going to be some hell to pay.
I'm okay. I'm okay with him losing to CM Punk, but it's the way he lost.
It was weird. With one
DTS.
Was fucking
one DTS to Penta Dark. We're not talking about Pentagon Jr. We're not talking about
He
even
was
Penta
weird
L,
how
Zero
he
Barrel,
walked.
all the other colorful ones he had. We talk about Penta Dark here.
Yeah, it was weird how
This
he walked.
Junior snaps arms, and
that's what I was waiting for. I was like, okay, he's gonna break CM Punk's arm. He's gonna snap it. I
I'm
was
like,
this
man,
at the
I would
screen.
even have CM Punk win by disqualification if he snapped his arm and then hit him in the head with shovels and shit. That's fine. But the way he won, see, that's the bullshit I don't like. Bullshit I don't like. Oh, the bullshit I don't like about AEW is they push CM Punk like he's beating all the stars he needs to be.
But my
putting
thing
over.
is that he lost to MJF. I'm like, let him lose to Pentagon Dark.
Penta needs it. He needs this match
CM
more.
Punk don't need his win.
Penta needed it more than CM Punk did.
Exactly.
The match was white hot. Everybody was on both sides.
Good match.
Good match.
It was a great
Everybody
match.
was into the match, but it kind of fell flat after he hit the GTS. It's like, what the fuck?
He's like,
We talking about AEW. We talking about AEW, the home of the false finishes. And one GTS takes out Pentagon Jr. Fuck that, man. Fuck that, man.
Like, hey, Tony Khan, suck my dick for that. I said it. Tony Khan, suck my dick for that bullshit of a fucking match.
I want to see Black Voodoo Club, Combat Club versus House of Black.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would watch that. You the Murphy would be a great match. It would. I would rather CM Punk had tapped him out. No, that's even worse.
No, hell no.
That'd have been worse.
We'd be like, what the hell?
Maybe him passing out. Okay, but not tapping. You can't tap Penta Dark. See, I don't think you realize. People don't need to go watch Lucha Underground when he was Penta. This Penta was unbeatable. Like nobody could beat it.
Like was in Lucha Underground. You literally had to kill that man. Kill that man for him to fucking
murder
lose.
that man. Not even kill.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm about snapping arms. Like he snapping arms. He used to go in there.
Yes.
Didn't he snap a woman arm? I think he snapped a woman arm before.
Yes.
Sexy star. He sure did.
He didn't care. He ain't had nothing to do with the match.
It was Famous B's woman who he snapped.
They pushing Punk for the world title. For what?
Why?
Educate me.
I need to hear this, honey.
I'm sorry, I'm not interested in Adam Page as a champ anymore. I like him better when he was chasing it. Unpopular opinion. I don't care.
Adam Page has been a good champion.
I don't care about it, though. He's been good, but I don't care about it.
But your time is up. I'm sorry.
I don't care about it. I'm like,
are they trying to give it to Adam Cole?
I hope not. I hope not.
Baby,
the people they need to be pushing for the title. That's what they need. They're not pushing. So,
why?
Yes, I see the shirt. That's not a heelish one. That's more of a face one. You're being faces. We talk about should have tapped it out. Heel one would have seen a heel statement would have been Pentagon Jr. snapping CM Punk on.
I was waiting for Penta Dark to break his arm. I'm sitting here like he not gonna break his arm.
When he had the arm up, I'm like, yes, he brought snap it.
Snap that arm.
Snap
it. It didn't happen.
It should have after the match. It should have made the snapping arm. Then
yes,
snap it.
The first hour of fucking Dynamite was great. The first hour.
Yes.
Now, after 9 o'clock, until Joe and Suzuki, that was garbage.
I'm just saying. I love the Jericho match. I love them being at the old airport. that
was good.
Yeah, look, I know. Like that jet line, I knew where they were. They were at the old airport. They only do private jets there now. When I said, man, look, that's the old airport. He went in there and he took your shoes, took your boy's shoes. I love that.
Was cool.
I love that. When he said on site.
On site.
Another venomous smoke word. On site.
Tony Khan, it's time for you to call somebody up. Tony Khan, we are bots. Pay us.
Yeah,
Today.
I'm gonna get on that. Before we get off here, I'm gonna get on that. But
yes.
He was and I'm like, I loved it. I love that feud because it's an ignorant feud. I like ignorance. It's pure ignorance. Just beat people.
That's fine, but but like I said, the second hour of Dynamite was fucking garbage. I'm sorry.
Even though the Ricky Starks match, I liked the match.
That match was good.
I was like, okay.
It was okay. It was two people coming together. Boom, you're a tag team. I said
my thing is, I was more interested in the Powerhouse Hobbs and Keith Lee.
Yes, I was interested in that. Yes.
Make that a match. Just them two.
Make the match.
No 5-way, no tag team.
That's it. No interference. Let them go at it.
Ricky, sit your ass down somewhere with your body oil self, because I know somebody runs body oil on you before you go out there.
Yeah. Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs, make the match.
Make the match.
Stop bullshit. Make the match.
Now that's a match you could make because I just want to see two big guys go at it.
Absolutely, yes.
Not that they look alike, because they don't, because Keith Lee is big and Powerhouse Hobbs is Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah. Not because they're both black, it's because they're two big ass dudes. About to do a whole rah.
AEW, do yourselves a favor, take my money, make the fucking match, bro. Stop bullshit.
Take the money.
Make the money. Here's my money.
But let's talk about how Hobbs wasn't a legal man when he pinned Keith Lee. They don't. Even JR fucking says their tag rules are stupid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, they are stupid.
They have to go back to original tag. I was confused who's the fucking legal man. So I was like,
I lost track on who was the legal man.
Yeah, I'm like, they have to tweak
it was
that.
too much going on.
They have to tweak it because it's after a while it'd be like it gets confusing because I saw that. But let's get to Tony Khan, how he's going to ruin AEW.
Oh my God! How many times do I have to say this? Tony Khan, shut the fuck up.
Stop copying.
We're talking about bots. We're talking about bots that's talking bad about AEW. So can Vince McMahon say there's bots talking bad about WWE? Because there's more people talking shit about WWE than they are your company. Not everybody's gonna like your shit because you put on some pretty stupid shit like Danhausen. I do not get that motherfucker.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think Hook is the only person who's immune to the curse.
I don't get it.
I never will get it.
But that shit, what he did with Regal and the BCC, that was funny. Regal selling.
I don't get it. I don't get what's his goal.
That was funny.
It was funny. I don't get his reason for being there.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it, but I give it a chance. There's some people that's not gonna like the shit. Because sometimes people tired of seeing 1,000 super kicks with no story.
I'm tired.
Super kick, flip, super kick, the Canadian Destroyer,
and
super kick.
We seeing like
false finish.
Oh, I got one better. We're gonna see a repeat match again. FTR versus Red Dragon. You know where that came from.
Mm-hmm. We already know.
Yeah. We know. Yeah, we know.
We gonna see repeat matches.
Bots.
NXT Black and Gold, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Bots. Oh, let me tell you, Tony Khan said that there's bots, not people, bots. That WWE is basically saying WWE is sending bots to talk bad about his company.
Quoting. That's what Tony said.
He said that.
He said that.
That came out his mouth. He really believes this shit. Somebody to tell Tony Khan, shut the fuck up before you fuck up something good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna turn people off.
Yep.
If it hasn't already.
And people gonna stop watching his shit.
See, it's not the hardcore fans. Not enough hardcore fans to keep your company afloat to make billions of dollars like the WWE. You need casuals.
You need people like me.
You say stupid shit.
Shut up, Tony.
It's like, hush.
Shut up.
It's like this. WWE realized hardcore fans don't make up half their base. It's kids and older people. So
it's grandfathers.
and then they have people who like both, and then they got their hardcore fans. They don't even worry about AEW fans. They don't. They say, I cater to my audience. It's like Tony Khan is trying to cater to every other audience but his own.
Stop, Tony.
Shut up. Shut up.
Nobody wants to hear your announcements. Nobody wants to hear about the bots. Worry about your product.
The only thing he did right, I'm going to say, because it was all in the air that Athena, a.k.a. Ember Moon, was kind of AEW. Kind of find out we saw Tony Storm. That's the only thing he did right.
Now to be just about clear to compete. Maybe when he compete, I might get him.
I guess.
Explain him to me, a casual fan.
I
don't get it.
Listen, the only thing I found out was he's a nice person who just curse people, and I'm like,
okay, why does he curse people?
I don't know, friend.
That's what I want to know.
The numbers of views are going down. Yes, it is. It's going down every week.
I even tried. Let me tell you something. I even try to watch his because he has a YouTube channel. I even try to sit down and watch it at work. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry, baby.
Can't do it.
I couldn't.
I'm putting it this way, and I love how they keep comparing themselves to WWE because let me tell you, they brought up Jericho thing going gold, right? Only because Cody's song Kingdom was like top of the charts.
Yeah.
It topped in iTunes or whatever, Apple Music. It topped the charts. So now they got to bring up that Jericho with gold because Cody music went because people like I told you, Jay, he been using that for 5 years. You didn't want to listen to me. I'm a pretty credible guy. He been using that theme song. That theme song.
Yes.
It's a callback.
We at the Venom and Smoke Podcast are credible.
Yo, people, I remember.
And then we had
Mo.
Oh God.
Oh
shit. Now TK fucking with us.
Now TK's fucking with us.
But it's been around for 5 years. It's all been around for 5 years. And the mainstream. TK fuck.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
Yeah. Keep talking.
Oh, wait, you're mute.
Nah, did I come back?
Yep.
Yes. No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I had to get. They try to block me out, people.
I'm telling you,
there you go.
That is a credible statement.
That is a credible statement.
That is a credible. I just want to tell you, Jay, that is a credible statement. I found it out that he had this song in New Japan. He had it at TNA, like I told you. He didn't want to listen to me.
He had it in Ring of Honor. In Ring of Honor.
In Ring of Honor. He didn't want to listen to me. You thought it was an AEW song. You're not credible, sir. You're not fucking credible. You're just a hater. You're not fucking credible.
Goddamn.
Or he's finally going to introduce the trios title. Or the box.
How long have we been waiting?
I know. They already introduced the trios titles. They already get that started right now.
Here you go. Look. On the bots. That was the bots that was messing with my damn
fucking bots.
Fucking bots.
God damn it. God damn it.
I just want to tell people. See, the thing is, Cody left because he see this shit as a second ship. I think he saw the money and he see that Tony Khan is gonna sink the ship. Somebody needs to shut him the fuck up. And too much creative control we learned from WCW is a bad thing.
Somebody needs to pull him aside and be like, bro.
And by the way, you don't think Cody got some sort of creative control? You don't think Cody's making twice as much money?
Come
on.
I think people go do the Cody model. Get big in AEW and then go back to WWE, a bigger star, and get more money.
And right now, Cody,
WWE is the holy grail of wrestling right now.
And say whatever you want. Cody right now is the number one man in wrestling right now.
His merch sold out.
Bruh, it sure did.
So, I'm going to be an extra. You are a hater.
You are a hater. You don't need to be extra.
You do not need to be extra, sir.
No, sir.
You already, Izzy, I don't really get the Danhausen gimmick either.
Thank you. I don't get it. I don't get it.
He's signing too many people. ROH better jump off. The thing is like this.
It's confusing because there's some people from ROH that's an Impact. There's some people from ROH that's an AEW. Yeah. Like you got Deonna Purrazzo, she's the women's ROH champion. And then
Mercedes Martinez is the interim women's champion.
Yeah, champion. And it's like, okay, is Deonna Purrazzo got to come to AEW?
Exactly. They want to get the belt off her. They want to get the belt off her.
I know Taya's going for the AAA La Reina belt. I know Taya's going for that belt.
So the thing is this: make ROH its own separate brand. Do not make them keep cross mixing with
exactly.
Make it its own separate brand, and then like NXT, you treat it like NXT. Be your feeder system to call somebody up to AEW.
Put the ROH brand on Fridays.
Yes.
Put it on Fridays.
We don't need Rampage because Rampage suck ass.
Not Rampage. Just put ROH. Not Rampage.
Rampage suck ass. Dynamite is good enough. And I'm like, stop signing people.
They already have Elevation. Hold on. They already have Elevation and they already have AEW Dark. And then they have Dynamite. Put for Fridays. Don't put Rampage.
Andrade is Miro. Andrade is Miro.
Get it right. Andrade is Miro.
I'm not fair to mess with y'all tonight.
Have you ever seen him in the building at the same time?
Exactly.
Yes, I think.
Lies.
In WWE, yes. Have you seen Miro and Andrade together in AEW? Okay,
I'm gonna find a picture.
Ezekiel and Elias.
There you go.
Ezekiel is the central protagonist of the
I have.
Bible in Judaism, Christianity.
What the hell?
Well, that's Alexa explaining some shit to me. No, actually, no. It's Surrey.
Ezekiel. That's got to be the best story in WWE right now. That's funny as shit. I guess that's how Danhausen is to AEW. I'm like, because it's like we know it's a joke, but maybe it's a joke to people who know Danhausen. Because I don't know him. I'm like, y'all can introduce him, give me a backstory. That's what. That's all
I want. I just tried to.
That's what Adrian was talking about. He was like, they gotta have a backstory so people can get connected to the character. If we don't know why Orange Cassidy is lazy, tell me why is he fucking lazy? What made him lazy? What made him stop caring? Danhausen, why does he curse people? I don't want to have to go watch a million indie wrestling stuff to find out about a character that's on TV. If I want to go to an indie wrestling promotion, I will go to the promotion. I don't want to have to research to watch something that's on TV. That's fucking stupid, Tony Khan. It's fucking stupid.
But the moral of the story, Tony Khan, shut the fuck up.
It's like, look, Tony Khan is running it like this. It's like you watching a movie. And you got to go research the fucking characters in the movie you watching. It takes away from what you're watching.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm going to research this character. He just popped up. We're not going to tell you who he is, but you got to go research that.
Exactly.
Who he is, and what he does, and why he does it.
Who the fuck was that basketball player? Who the fuck was he?
I don't know. That looked.
He played for. I think he played for the Mavericks. But
that's a big fucking boy. That was a big boy.
Kali Jr. doing Kali's move when we did that to Rey Mysterio.
I was like, wait, that looks familiar, sir. Is the great Kali your daddy? I got questions.
ROH, AEW Super Show.
They should do that.
They could.
Very easily, they should.
Andrade isn't screwing Lana. They both.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. Hey, it might be Charlotte Flair, might be Lana. Who knows? We don't know.
Exactly.
Lana has black hair now.
Okay, we don't know. Have you seen Charlotte and Lana in the same room?
Yes.
Recently.
Not recently.
That's Charlotte with a black wig.
Exactly. We don't know that. We don't know.
We don't know.
Oh my God!
We need for them to go. We need some lie detector tests, and we need to go to Maury Povich and let's get it
Well,
done.
they're doing one on WWE this week, so we could bring Andrade back.
Right. Oh God, double wedding on Monday. Oh, God.
It was just like, okay, they could have saved that moment for the beginning of the show. They could have just, because it was dead. It went flat when he came out. It was like, okay, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? Why should we care about this motherfucker?
Somebody from House of Black gonna pop up.
I said, who the fuck? Why should we care about this motherfucker? Why is he attacking Samoa Joe? And how did he get together with
insurance policy?
I said, how did he get together with Jay Lethal? How did he get there with Sanjay? I gotta know why he there with Sanjay. I guess because they're Indian. So hey, it's more questions than answers.
That was a hard hitting match. Oh my God!
I loved the match. I just didn't like the end of the match. Didn't like the end of the match. Let Samoa Joe have his glory because he won it. ROH. You're rushing shit. Stop it.
Stop.
He could have came out next week, talking about how much it was a great honor. Then the big man show up and beat his ass.
That should have been a pay-per-view match.
Something. God damn.
Not on free TV.
The ending was bad.
Yeah, it was a horrible ending.
I hope the Battle of the Belts is not as bad.
You're actually going to watch
that? I'm a wrestling fan, man. I'll give anything a chance as long as it's wrestling.
We're gonna have to pray about it. The wrestling prayer war.
Yes, we do a Paul Heyman and
because the biggest belt is not even being defended on Battle of the Belts. It's getting defended on Rampage.
That's how is that? How can you not have your world championship?
How's that not on Battle of the Belts? See, Tony Khan, how can it be Battle of the Belts and your I don't want to say WWE. Your AEW championship is not at Battle of the Belts.
Somebody wanted the night off. Did Adam Cole wanted the night off? Did Adam Page?
I'm saying at least
somebody wanted the night off. Somebody wanted the Saturday
WWE
off.
left the Intercontinental and US title off WrestleMania. That was their mid-card belts. They didn't leave the damn WWE belt off the damn card.
They sure did not.
No, they did not.
Isn't the ROH championship getting defended or some shit? How you put the ROH championship, heavyweight championship on the line, and you don't put your own damn belt on the line? You put it on Rampage that nobody's gonna watch. What the
Sorry.
Who the fuck gonna watch Rampage? We getting off work at the time it's coming on.
And the sports podcast is going on.
The sport podcast, I'm definitely not watching Rampage because the sport podcast is gonna be going on because it's doing that. So who's gonna do that?
Here's the thing, Rampage starts 30 minutes before I clock out of work, so this is gonna be
Saddam Singh. Saddam Singh.
Thank you.
Why should we care about Saddam Singh?
Harper, who is this man?
Sing a song.
And see how WWE made us care about Veer. If we did a show Veer coming up, nobody would have cared about Veer. Because they teased us with Veer so long. Now people care about Veer.
Yeah.
For now.
I'm invested. I ain't gonna lie, I'm invested.
They fuck him up. That's what they do. But people, Veer Mania is running Raw right now. So they could have did that with Saddam Singh. He's filling holes with the ROH belts.
Whatever.
I guess.
Yeah, he's defending, and he's gonna lose the belt.
Who?
Jonathan.
Who's he facing?
Who's he facing?
He's gonna lose. It's gonna be an AEW guy. Unless he signed, it's gonna be an AEW guy. He's gonna win that belt.
Fix it, Jesus! Please don't lose that belt, because I gotta look. Don't lose that belt.
I forgot. I know it.
Gresham, don't lose that belt, baby. Don't lose that belt, please.
Come on, Vic. Tell us who he facing, Vic.
Yeah, Vic. Who's Gresham facing?
What is he facing? I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, the point is the AEW World Championship is not on Battle of the Belts. Come on.
Dalton Castle.
Oh, not a chance.
Who?
Okay. Not a chance.
Who are you facing?
Dalton Castle.
Not a chance. Best friends is that best friends or 2 point?
Dalton Castle. He's facing Dalton Castle.
Okay, Jonathan Grisham's going to win the match. Okay.
Yeah, he gonna win. He gonna win. It's just something for Jonathan to do. You know, he's gonna come and make his money and leave. Because isn't he at Impact as well? He be playing around at Impact as well.
Yes.
I gotta say, I laughed at Nyla Rose put the cake at Thunder Rose. Thunder Rose put the cake at.
I like cake.
Yes.
I like cake.
I like cake.
But Lisa look original. Look, Lisa, when she's a beast. So her knocking Rosa out was funny as shit.
Yes.
I like that.
I like cake.
And then she punched Vicky Guerrero in the face.
Damn.
That was about that. That was good.
That was good. I like cake. You lucky I like cake.
But Nyla Rose is not winning that belt.
Scorpio Sky versus Sammy Guevara. Sammy keep getting destroyed on the mic. You might want to they're destroying him on the mic. They're destroying Sammy on the mic.
Yeah.
Well,
Sammy
he kind of brought it on himself though.
I want Sammy to go away. Just go away for a little while.
Gresham is signed to Impact, so he's going to lose. That don't mean nothing.
Dalton Castle.
Not Dalton Castle.
That would be shocking if he lost to Dalton Castle.
That don't mean nothing if he signed to Impact. That does not mean nothing. You got ROH people over there.
He put on Rampage trying to ramp up ratings because it has come on as I understand he's trying to ramp up ratings, but not when Battle of the Belts is Saturday. It doesn't make sense.
Saturday 6:05.
It doesn't make sense. Your AEW championship needs to be defended at Battle of the Belts. Or why are we having Battle of the Belts?
What is the point?
You could have the ROH championship on Rampage.
You could switch.
Switch them out. Switch the cards out.
Switch it.
Somebody want the day off? Like, what happened?
Switch it. Dalton Castle, yeah. Flamboyant ass. Dalton Castle. Yes, he was. He was already champ already. He was.
Okay.
Dalton Castle is a flamboyant motherfucker like those pretty deadly motherfuckers.
I remember Dalton Castle. He's
like those pretty deadly motherfuckers. Man, shirts that tight motherfuckers. That's what he is. But, man, come on, Tony Khan. Get this shit together. Get this shit together. Because like this, before you talk about bots, this is why people talk shit about your shit.
Freaking Becky Lynch freaking mimic his tweet.
Yes, that was funny. You want to talk about bots? Like I said, you want to talk about bots fucking your shit up? You have your AEW championship get defended the day before Battle of the Belts. That's fucking stupid.
That's dumb as hell.
See, Night of Champions. That's why y'all can't use it because WWE owns it. Night of Champions had every belt defended on that night. It was that we're gonna have this belt the night before on a preview. Every belt was defended on Night of Champions.
Sure was.
In WCW, every belt was defended on Night of Champions.
Sure was.
So why is the biggest prize not on there? Y'all supposed to be the biggest prize in your sport. And
that's your words. The biggest prize in the sport.
I said somebody must have requested the night off for Saturday. Somebody did.
Hell, they should have had that tag team title match with Dynamite on Battle of the Belts too. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The tag team title's not even being defended on it.
That should have been on Battle of the Belts.
That's your bread and butter. The two titles that are your bread and butter in AEW. Think about it.
How long is Battle of the Belts? An hour?
Yes, it's only an hour.
It's only three. It's only three matches, I think.
Oh shit.
Think about it. Your bread and butter is the tag belts and the AEW, and they're not on the show. Why should we give a fuck?
Okay, so the TNT title is getting defended. What the TBS
the Women's Championship.
The Women's Championship and the Ring of Honor
belt.
That's it. No Jay Cole, go figure.
And Vic, you asked me why am I not doing a watch along for this shit? I'm not doing a watch along for it for that reason. It's only an hour, and my show would be longer than the show.
And what time it starts?
6:05.
I'll still be at work.
6:05 Eastern. That's gonna be Saturday. You work Saturday?
Mm-hmm. Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah. So it's like this. My show would be longer than the fucking actual event.
And we won't even
I'd
talk
be killing
that
time
much
before I had to clock out.
I'm just saying, me criticizing how dumb this shit would be in an hour. I can put an hour about how dumb not having the tag belts and the AEW belt on there. I could criticize that because that's dumb marketing. God knows she's facing the Maria Shafir.
Oh my God! Speaking of,
she's gonna get killed.
Is that Ronda Drowsy 2.0 or what?
She's gonna kill. She's gonna kill. I think
oh my! No reaction. No nothing.
Huh? Sound more like Battle of the Elks.
Yeah. Elks, huh?
Oh man, it's shout out to Cody Rhodes for using the forbidden words on belts and wrestlers.
Yes.
Wrestlers. You don't use that here. He's like, oh.
And Ms. A belt is something you hold your pants.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, damn.
So I know you got to get to Mrs. B. And I got to get up early in the morning and get to Mrs. J. Or I mean Mrs. Young. I'm sorry.
I gotta get up early and deal with
Mrs. Young. I gotta get to her, and I gotta get up early in the morning to teach a class. So
you do. I gotta get up
what
early
class?
to deal with.
Oh man, it's how to safety class, how to take down these patients safely. This is why I
fucking Billy Club to the back of the head. That's how you fucking take him out.
I am the undefeated, undisputed, reigning, defending, universal Psycho champ. Come on, man. Where's my advocate, man? Where's my advocate? He supposed to be hyping me up.
And so Billy Club to that back of the fucking head. That's how you take him out safely.
No closed fists, all open.
What? Strictly open hands?
I defended my belt twice this week. So last night I defended it, and it was a quick match. It was very quick.
Wow.
It was super quick. It was Brock Lesnar to Kofi Kingston type quick. It was quick.
Yeah, that's quick.
It was quick.
Now that's quick.
Motherfucker called himself, try to brace himself up to me. It was pretty quick. And painful.
You were quicker than a 2-minute brother, if you will.
Yes. I'm quicker than a brother who participated in November. It was quicker than that.
Wow.
It was pretty fucking quick. He tried it. He was only like 130 pounds. He tried it.
Oh, he's little man.
He tried it, and it was over.
Oh, dear God.
Good night.
So he's like an Italian guy watching Rocky, thinking he's the man and shit.
Then he realized it was over. Predictions on the Texas Death Match for AEW. I want Cole to win, but it's probably going to be Paige.
No,
it's going to be Paige.
It's going to be Paige, but I want Cole to win because
Cole
I'm
is more like a chaser. I don't want to
cowboy
the title.
Yeah,
I like Cole as a chaser.
I'm over cowboy shit.
Cowboy shit.
I just want something new.
Cowboy shit.
Quicker than this plate I'm about to smash. Quicker than this plate I'm about to smash. I mean,
quicker than Mrs. B, but we're gonna get smashed. Mrs. B, get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Dum, 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 dum.
Why?
Oh man, I had to say that one low because I didn't want her to come busting through here and get choked out again. Shout out to Pierce Nipples. Oh, let's go with the shout outs.
Okay, shout out to you, Mo and Ishmael. Shout out to Adrian Armour for stopping by.
Yes.
We highly recommend both of you guys to come back, Armour and Uncle Murder.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you for watching and coming in with the comments. That's it.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Adrian, brother, you were an awesome guest. Thank you for coming in. Thank you to you guys for watching. As I've said before, this is therapy. This is absolute therapy, and I love it. LaLa, pitch nipples, skulls.
I have mine. Mine is on my dresser. Yeah, my skull belt is on my dresser.
Oh, she said skull belt. Oh,
I'm talking about other skull.
No, I'm talking about that skull. That's on my dresser.
Oh no, we thought we were about to get the same. We thought you were gonna hold them up to the camera like that.
No, I have them on now.
Fuck LaLa, don't take the bait.
But thank you guys so much.
Nice broken skull belt, Izzy.
Thanks, Vic.
Yes, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Adrian for coming on the show. Man, great show. He was a great guest. Like I said, bring on Uncle Murder. We ready for y'all too. We ready. We ready to have y'all two on this show because I think that'll be the most viral show ever.
Oh God.
Oh man, we will do the sports show tomorrow. We're gonna have the advocate Doc Eric. Because he likes to advocate be the devil's advocate for everyone. And we're gonna have a diabolical hater. And I don't know. Is Izzy, are you gonna join tomorrow? I don't know.
I'll say this: if that dude shows up, I'll be there. I'll be waiting.
All right.
I'm gonna have to tune in the audience while I'm at
Always
work.
shout out to the hater.
He best not show up.
Of haters. We'll be back next week. I'll probably have a guest lined up. I don't know. I'll let y'all know.
It's random, y'all.
It's random and shit. So just look out for the flyers. Always tell a friend to tell a friend. Buy the
merch.
Subscribe. You see the merch.
Share.
It means exactly what you think.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch, people.
Yes, it does. It means that. So
it means
you can go around with your shirt telling people to do that.
It means suck my dick. I said it.
Yes, it means that.
Yes.
What it says. Please share the feed, like, subscribe, get people to subscribe, get us bigger numbers, bigger guests, bigger ways to make bigger guests blush. That's my job. To make people blush.
Ruin childhoods.
Ruin childhoods and shit.
Well, mine.
Shout out to short people.
What is it?
What?
No, we're not about to do that.
No,
Pops. We're about to handle business, if you will.
Yeah, we're about to handle business in a minute. When in doubt, shout out to the pierced nipples when you're in doubt. That's a word. That's a word. When you in doubt, you don't realize that, LaLa. When we get to a dead spot, we just say shout out to the pierced nipples. That gets a reaction.
That's it. Nipples has replaced 80s porn, so there you go.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. I think we're gonna retire shout outs to 80s porn. Just shout out to the pierced nipples. But man, we'll see y'all next Thursday. Okay, this is Free the Wagon this week. Yes, Free the Wagons.
Yes.
Always free the wagons.
Always free the wagons.
That's why I was mad at the cameraman. But I'm here
on break. Don't get bad here.
Fuck that cameraman. This is those Mo Young. You got the nefarious one, and you got LaLa, whose childhood didn't get ruined today.
Yeah.
You finally got one. Whatever didn't ruin it. We'll be back Thursday with more of your wrestling news and insight. We out. Peace.
We're credible people.
Credible.
Who's
You know who
Esther?
that is?
No, that ain't Esther. I'm gonna need Becky.
That's some racist. I feel some type of way when she said that shit. Well, look at here, Esther. Who the fuck is Esther?
Okay.
How could you not appreciate that match that they put on? Because we've seen it before. Shut the fuck up! Kenny Omega going 30 minutes is not going the distance, if you will. Them fuckers put a clinic for 60 goddamn minutes, and y'all should have enjoyed it. Asshole. That's done. I gotta take a piss.
No, it's send Jeff Hardy to AEW. Let him be with his brother. Shit. I'm tired of Jeff Hardy. It's not the fucking same Jeff Hardy. He's old now.
Oh.
He's old. He can't do the swan-time bomb like he used to no more. He's like an old man falling.
It's just a case where Father Time caught him.
and there's no shame in that.
He's an old man.
They don't love themselves.
That's how they are in the AEW group. I'm a hooker. Oh my God, Hook. Oh my God, I'm a hooker.
Oh my God, WWE sucks.
WWE sucks. Watch out now. Vince Hooker about to Hook gonna put Vince out of business. I'm a hooker.
By the way,
you
stupid hooker.
Hook.
Dominic.
Your Thursdays will never be the same.